All right, everyone, we're back again for more
Yay!
Pathfinder. Does anyone remember what in the world we were doing last week? Because it's been like 2 weeks ago. Because
We were traveling with what's her face. We were going to New
I nearly
Steven.
made a terrible mistake. Where are we going there? Is that where the road goes?
yes, the road goes to the capital.
Okay.
Yeah, so the plan is for you to take the King's Road, which goes to the capital here. Why are you roll 20? Where are you?
And then
There we go. Roll here, then take the ferry across and take the road the rest of the way to Eagle's Watch, which is the ancestral home of House Orleski, who has summoned you for a meeting. Was there anything else going on that I am forgetting about?
Was there combat? I don't think there was combat. I think we were just getting ready to start. I think we were just getting ready to start on the journey.
Yeah, you guys just left, if I am remembering correctly. Wow, it's weird to be on the other side of this instead of the person who's like watching the playlist of all the episodes all the way through and then being like, how in the world could you forget all the things that happened? It was just 2 weeks ago. And then you're like, you get there and you're like, it's been a busy 2 weeks.
has.
I've had a lot of life activities that have happened in the past 2 weeks.
Yes.
All right. So if I do remember though correctly, Caleb, we had a flashback scene of something that was happening while you guys were still in Restov.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Hold on just one moment.
Okay. I am literally gripping my desk right now.
Will it be a gripping conversation?
Okay, thank you.
I don't know, hopefully.
All right.
Hopefully Caleb can get a grip on whatever he needs to.
I had a ton of other ideas for characters who really probably don't matter at all, but I just...
You would need to send me that list at some point then.
Just adjusting it a little bit.
All right. Whoop. Did you still want to do that scene, or do you want to...
Hold on just one moment.
Do the scene, Caleb.
Yeah, we can do that. Provided yeah, okay. Remember correctly, we hadn't fully decided on, minor things like personalities. And you were going to roll for those?
Yeah, I came up with stuff.
Good, so it's like, because I haven't actually written anything down for them in anticipation of that, so it's like...
Ooh.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Okay, good.
I'll do all the hard work.
Alright, hold on.
I mean, while you're the DM, we just gotta kill everything.
Okay. I mean, I can send you what I have now and you can read it at your leisure, but really the only thing that's important right now is that I think I would like... I mean, obviously, yeah. Owen, who currently runs the school, was not Hans's master. He's either of his or 2 generations removed. But I kind of liked the idea of Sword Lord being a half-orc.
Oh. Alright.
It's just probably not important, but...
Alright.
But that's pretty much the only relevant thing.
The master that you hired, or his master? Or,
Okay, yeah, the way it went, I imagine that as Hans was growing up, one of his studies involved, his father had a school to teach him, or paid for him to take lessons or something.
Right.
That individual was a half-orc.
Okay.
And then the person who currently owns that school was either a peer student with Hans or the student of one of Hans's peers, depending on how far removed this is.
Okay.
Hans is 135. That's a lot of time to fill out. Okay. So,
All right. Well, do you have any idea? Did you have a way that you wanted the school to look?
not particularly. I was kind of imagining something that's doing well but is a bit smaller.
All right. Yeah.
Eh,
All right. So in the slightly, I would probably the slightly upper class neighborhood. I'd say this would be, and it's basically like a large house, more or less, that has a very large yard in it, enough for about 6 to 8 people to be training at a time.
yeah.
And the house is large enough to dormitize the students, as well as, serving as an actual home for the current owner. The current owner is a man, Nikolai Dross. He's a human.
Sweet.
And he was, let's say so he was the last student of Hans's master. Before he retired.
Yes, right. Okay.
And by retired, we mean took the wrong mission and lost an arm. And some of a foot.
Whoops.
So, he did retire, just,
Not in the same way as some people might.
Right. Yeah, so Nikolai is has a very weathered face, but he's remarkably young looking for how old he actually is. He's in about his early 60s, actually.
Okay.
But he's managed to keep his hair, and he basically hasn't aged in like 30 years. Like, he got to 30 and then he just kind of stopped. The only real tell that he is the age that he is that his nose and ears are a little bit big for somebody with his youthful of a face. Even though it looks like he's seen a lot of stuff and it's got a ton of like scars and pockets and stuff like that.
Okay. What is that constant beeping I keep hearing?
Is it your computer? Because I'm not hearing it.
I don't have a beeping on my end, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's by the time you walk, what was your master's name?
Let's see. I actually gave him more of a human-sounding name because this might change eventually. Distran Lorne.
All right. So it is the Lorne School of Sword Mastery and Expertise. It has a nice plaque. There is the yard is actually walled and gated.
Good.
But there are the sounds of
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry, I just happened to feel my power cord. It's loose.
That would explain the beeping.
Okay, continue.
So Hans on the way there didn't see a loose brick and he stubbed his toe. Yeah, so you can hear the sound of combat, youthful sounds of, like, and a deeper, more robust voice, doing things like, I need to turn Steam off. Not that. I just, what's the things? Voice sounding like they're giving commands of some kind.
Okay. All right then. Good grief! How does one enter a gate? I don't remember. It's like you can't exactly knock or ring, so yeah. I guess one just enters.
All right. The gate is not currently locked. It opens as you try to open it.
And I guess I'll enter.
All right. There are about 5 students out in the yard. You see the man that you know is Nikolai giving instructions. Yeah, yeah, Bronze. That's a good idea. Don't remember your footwork. That's not gonna end with a sword through your face. No, you want to stand like this, and he's giving body position instructions and stuff like this, and stuff like that. He looks over. He goes, and he's giving a few different instructions.
Okay, yeah, Hans is gonna stick by the edge and observe the lesson for now.
Yeah. So there are 2 matches of 2-on-2. The 5th student is the girl who you paid for lessons for. I've named her. I forget if I named her or you named her, but Nanya Shia. And she's obviously the most advanced of the students, so she's actually he's coaching the one fight, she's coaching the other fight.
Okay, got it.
And they're obviously the 2 least experienced people, so she's kind of giving them, the basics of being like, all right, so you're gonna hold, you gotta hold your sword up higher if you're going to try and do that move and stuff like that.
Yeah, the master teaching the experienced students and the
most experienced student teaching
the teacher's aide. Yeah, the teacher's aide, most experienced student teaching the newbies.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
She, if you pay attention, her instructions. She's unlike Nikolai, who is very boisterous and sarcastic. She is straightforward and she speaks loud enough so she can be heard over the din of combat. But it's obviously a strain for her to talk so loud. Like, that's just not natural for her. But her instructions do not hold. But her instructions are straight to the point and are no nonsense.
And we'll just continue to watch the lesson until it ends. Not sure how long that'll take, but it is, or until there's a break or something.
All right.
Are you just brooding in the shadows, just watching the children?
I mean, technically, yes. He doesn't. It's like I was going to say no, but then it's like, oh wait a minute. The sun kind of hurts. Yeah, he would be.
All right. It takes less than a minute before you are noticed there. Both Nanya and Nikolai notice you, and both of them give you a solid nod that acknowledges your presence there. You see them both of them kind of have the recognition kind of look.
Yeah,
And
I'll return the nod.
They both give you a nod that's basically that's like, I see you, but we're doing something right now. Nikolai actually does a kind of like a head tilt. There are benches to the side of the area that line the wall.
Are they in the sun? Never mind. He's being polite. I'll take the seat.
There's one that is not in the sun that he's the one that he has gestured with his head to, as in goes it down. We'll get to you eventually.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll go ahead. Just continue observing.
All right. So about another 10 minutes pass, and then it seems like the lessons end. Nikolai heads over to where you're going, and he tells the rest of them to put away and maintain their equipment. He asks Nanya if she can look it over, and then tells her to join her after it looks like the rest of them have gotten their stuff together. So they all head inside, and he walks over to you, walks over towards you.
All right, Hans will stand up then. Yeah.
Well.
And extend a hand.
Yeah. He gives you a stern look on his face, and he kind of glares at you, and he goes, "Well, if it is, is it the pale noble lord come to visit us, us lowly working soldiers once again?" And then he gives a hearty laugh. His face goes down to a look of friendly jovialness. He grabs your arm in like a soldier's kind of grasp kind of thing, and pulls you into a brisk hug.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, Hans will return that.
Boom.
Well, enjoy. You better enjoy it. I currently look worse than you do.
Aye. That be said. You look like you've been out in the wilderness for 3 months?
Ding, ding. Yep.
He takes a sniff. Though admittedly, it smells like you haven't had a bath in 6.
8 actually, but yes, I have been out in the stolen lands for some time.
Ah.
I see you have a full house here.
Well, not quite. Not quite. My oldest graduated less than a week ago, so I haven't found someone else to replace him yet.
Excellent. Always good to see progress, at least.
It's true. I was initially worried how Nanya would take over a second command instructor, but she seems to actually be doing a 5 job. She's no nonsense as always, but that seems to be working in her favor this time.
Indeed. So I take it she's been doing well.
Excellently. She's on course to graduate by the end of the month.
Well then. Yeah, that is good progress.
Aye, it not that, but well, she'll probably tell you when she sees you.
Ah, I see. The money. Speaking of which, the money I provided last time, will that be able to cover for the remainder, or do you need some more?
He was straight to business with it. Nah, that should be more than that should be about enough.
Good, thank you.
Yeah, with the help that she's been doing as my second, that should more than cover any additional costs that would rise up.
Any word on the situation in the country over here?
He goes, you know more than I am. Ever?
I'd mean any rumblings of anything going on, or has it just been more of the same?
More or less, though. His voice draws down low. He goes, though I was told to pass you along a message if you were to come through this place again.
Oh, all right. What is it?
Starvo wants a word with you when you have time. It sounds like it's a rather important meeting. There'll be a few that he wants to have, so if you could send him a letter to actually schedule something, that would be good. He didn't tell me what it was about, but he said it was business with you only, and that if I saw you, I was to let you know.
All right.
Starvo is one of the big sword lords. In fact, he's basically the guy that both Nikolai and your master reported to. Or, well, not so much your master, but Nikolai reports to, but he is the level above. He's basically on the Sword Lord's Council. He's one of the main guys.
Well, that's most strange. That's most strange. I'm not exactly a sword lord myself, merely trained by one.
Yeah, no, apparently an old-fashioned blade's too good for you, hey? And he nugs you a little bit too hard in the ribs.
Only so long as I can keep my distance.
Yeah, well, for a little fellow like you, it's not a surprise.
I can still hold my own. I just proved myself better than a few people, but that's at the very least.
As you at that point of the conversation, the front door opens again, and you see the girl Nanya standing there.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's about 5'5", 5'6", maybe, in good boots. Hair cut short for dueling purposes, though not unattractively. In fact, I think this is actually a very good picture that I found for how I imagine her to be. The only big difference is that her nose is noticeably crooked. Though that's not new. That's been there for a long time. She sees you standing there, and a big grin goes across her face. She runs at full speed and gives you a hug.
Yes, hello, it's good to see you too. Yeah, Hans will return it. He's not as big. Obviously, he's not as big a hugger, but yeah, he'll return it.
That's fine. She lets you go, and Nikolai quickly goes, well, I'll let you two catch up. If you need anything, I'll be inside. And he heads off, and she's got a big grin on her face, and she goes, Uncle Hans, I hadn't expected to see you for at least a month or so. I mean, if you were gonna come to the graduation, that is.
Of course I would. Yes, I'm sure the notice for it is being delivered to my residence. Unfortunately, I wasn't there to receive it.
She goes, yeah, it was dropped off a few months ago. The caretaker told us that and said that you may not get it in time.
Well, I'm glad I returned. I'm glad that. Yes, I was on a mission for the Lord Regent. He, perhaps, fortunately, I was able to complete it in a very short amount of time, I believe.
Great. Well, I'm going to graduate.
Yes, so I hear. I take it then your studies are progressing well.
Yep. In fact, she says with a I forget the word, but with a no, not sheepish. The opposite of sheepish. Smile. I can't think of the word right now. My brain has gone dumb.
Nuts.
She goes, in fact,
eager.
Yeah, let's go with eager. She goes, in fact, I got myself a job afterwards.
Ah, excellent. I was about to ask. What is it?
She goes, there's a mercenary company that's been tasked with starting a new city a bit south of Restov. It's led by a man named Meager Varn, and he was looking for expert fighters, so I joined up.
Yes, I think I might have heard something about them. Did they just come into the city?
No, they've been working out here for a while, but apparently, so they've actually just earned enough of a reputation to get these orders from the Lord Regent himself.
Ah, I see. The only one given a mission. I was not the only one given a mission down there. Perhaps they were involved with happening over there.
Yeah, he says that a few of his best explorers have been looking down there for a best place to start, and they finally found it. So they're leaving in about a month and a half. It'll take to get everything together, but apparently they're planning to try and colonize some of the stolen lands.
Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Well, that's good. You have a chance to grow. It has a chance to grow into something, and on the ground floor, as it were.
Yep.
Chance to really become someone important in that city.
Yeah, I guess. I was just thought it was great to be able to get a job right out of the way.
Yes, indeed. By the by, what day is the graduation ceremony?
She tells you the date. It's a little bit over a month from now.
Oh, shoot.
You wanted to mark it on the calendar, didn't you?
It is 46 days from whatever today is.
Okay. So that's the 20th of Armistice. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. I shall make sure I have the time to attend. Nikolai says you've been doing well as his second in command for the past month.
She goes, yeah, Quinn graduated a little bit earlier than planned. Apparently his dad wanted him to join the family business as quick as possible, and Nikolai said he was ready-ish, so I kind of had to step up this past month or so. It's been rough, but I'm glad to hear he thinks I'm doing a good job. You know how hard it is to figure out what Nikolai actually thinks about how someone's doing.
You can generally tell by whether or not he laughs after what he says.
Yeah, generally. Not always.
Hmm. So upon graduation, will you be an official sword lord then, or will it...
She goes, no, that's part of what joining with the mercenary company is supposed to do. I have to prove myself by actually doing work.
Ah, I see. That makes sense.
Yeah, so, if all goes well in about 2 years, though, as long as I prove myself and get approval, then yeah.
Excellent. Oops, I did. Osaka. Sorry, excuse me just a minute. There we go. That is most good. So have you been doing well personally, besides the job, obviously?
She goes, yeah, nothing really different. Just been working hard trying to keep up and, stuff and things and stuff and stuffy things.
Given how many add-on sentences there were to that, Hans is not 100% sure he believes that, but okay. I need to return to my... Unfortunately, I'll have to leave tomorrow morning and quarters at some point, but I have a little bit of time. How about you show me how much you've progressed so far? Do you have any training swords around here?
Yes, there are training swords nearby.
Yes. Okay, I guess more accurately, are the training swords still over here?
The wooden ones are, yes. The dull-bladed ones were taken back inside.
All right.
She picks one up and throws it to you, and she goes, "But I don't want to hurt you," she says playfully.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm wearing armor.
Oh, okay then. Hiya!
And deflect check time. Oh dear. Where are those macros? How do I do that?
So you have to have your token selected, which isn't on the screen right now. Give me a second. I'll go get it for you. I will go grab these tokens and throw them onto the Brevoy screening for these purposes. Did they paste?
Yeah.
Did they paste? I don't see them.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go.
Let me just... Let me just make sure my defense is actually correct. Find myself. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Yeah, no, it's nowhere near correct. Hold on a sec. Okay, so what's necessary for deflect check? Just armor?
Let me look at how. Do, do, do. Yeah. So it's whatever is in bar 2 is the way I have it set up. So, which bar 2 looks directly at your AC. So it just has to have your AC be correct, or have bar 2 be the correct number.
Okay.
So whichever which is the blue one.
Right. Until I can figure out how to actually do that, I'll just put it all in dodge. Okay. Okay, and so now I have selected token and click deflect. Or are the macros somewhere else in this?
You have to have it as you should have just be able to click on yourself, and then it's in the top left-hand corner.
Oh, there it is. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Apparently, you know her real well and saw this move coming. It is a very good attack. You're just like, Anya, you can't go surprise attacking people if you always surprise attack people. So I am leaving that. Yes. So it is a very skilled blow. You just know her well enough to know exactly what she was going to do.
Yep. Okay. And let's see. What is my attack with this thing? A 7. What race is she?
Human.
Thank you. Because that means I actually get... let's see. So yes, Hans deftly blocks and then riposts. And misses.
You miss real bad. So, what you thought was, you're like, come on, girl, you always do this move, was actually apparently a fake out. Like she was planning on you blocking it, and then she had managed to pull it off in such a way that it was like, haha, I countered your counter move, basically.
Got it.
So your attack goes wildly.
All right, so all right then. So another deflect check.
If you want to keep going with this, or we could just fade as the camera pans upwards and you hear this sound of things going on. I don't know how long you want. However long you want to keep this scene going is basically how long I'll keep asking for checks.
Mostly it was to see who actually landed the blow, but
okay. Sure. Give me a deflect check.
It was like actually one. Yeah, mostly this is just to see who wins. Nope. Yeah, she does.
All right. So the first move, you're like, haha, I've got you. This is no problem. You try to counter, and in one, you did not crit fail, but you almost did. You are amazed by the fact that, and with a quick spin, twist, and flicker, and hard flick of her arm, you have a full-on wooden practice sword in your gut. With a handy waboom, as she definitely just dodges over where your blade was going. She ducks under definitely where your blade went.
Good thing I have it on too. I see you finally figured out how to anticipate that.
Yep.
Yeah.
She
Smile at that.
she steps back and takes another ready position.
Yeah. All right. Let's try this again. Yeah, and this time I'm going to say it's not important who wins.
Okay. The fight goes.
I just really wanted to...
Yes, the fight goes on. She is a very, very talented swordswoman.
Okay.
You are probably the more talented. You are probably have more talent, more overall experience. But
like, I have fought people who have tried to kill me.
Yes, but she is very good at sword fighting.
Okay. Yeah, Hans will eventually step back and give the salute.
She will salute you back with a wide smile on her face, as this is the first time that she has actually beat you.
Excellent. I don't envy the people you'll have to fight as you establish your new city.
Yes.
Really, I suppose the only thing. Really, I suppose the only thing I would say. You encounter a sufficiently dangerous opponent to throw out every rule you know. That sneak attack that you try to use every time. Tactics like that are going to be what help you survive in real fights.
Noted. She's still just really happy that she managed to win. But she does yeah. Though she does make mention that you seem to have gone much better yourself in the past couple months.
Well, I found someone uniquely skilled. Almost as good as you to practice against. Not quite, otherwise I might have actually done something.
Yeah.
Which I suppose I should probably also make note of. Don't count anyone as not dangerous just because of how they look or what weapons they use.
Got it. So I'm gonna you guys were very caught up, so you didn't notice when Nikolai came back out. Hi.
Uh-oh.
You've both gotten so much better than you used to be.
Yes, well, at least I didn't break it.
He goes, it's time. He goes, London. It's lunchtime. Hans, you staying?
Yes, I think I will. I have to do.
All right. And with that, you guys head inside and have lunch.
Yay.
Hans.
Wanted to do what? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You wanted to do one more thing?
No, I was going to say I wanted to do one other thing before I actually got back to the party and the rest of the session of last time's session
All
happened.
right. Well, what happens?
Um, yeah. Mostly, Hans actually wanted to go buy clothes.
Okay. you you success.
That's
You find whatever
yeah.
kind of clothing you want to buy.
Yeah. Because it's like the point you made before about yeah. Technically, I look like a soldier right now, but a very active soldier or guard. It's like if I'm anticipating to be here for any length of time, I should probably actually look the part.
So Hans
Derp.
goes buys noble clothes and has a bath that night, is what I'm hearing. Okay. I'll be 1 second. I'll be right back.
Jeez. Okay. There we go.
All right. Sorry, I'm back.
No problem.
All right.
Okay. Cool.
So Hans, while you are thinking back to this encounter, while in your coach, basically, the road jostles and you open up your eyes and you're back with the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Napkip currently has his head out the window like a puppy dog.
Been one day yet, or did I just get sleepy?
You just took a nap. There's nothing really better to do, so I don't know if you picked up some reading or something to do along the way.
Oh, we have loaded dice. That's right. Shoot.
Did you pick up real dice or real playing cards?
Yes.
Okay.
I will very quickly look up how much those cost.
I think it's like a gold.
They're dirt cheap, but have done this. This is entertainment items. Let's see. Cards, it depends on how expensive a set I want. Silver piece or to 100 gold pieces. Good grief, what's 100 gold pieces? Are they made of gold?
I would assume, carefully illustrated, I guess.
That might be it.
I mean, if you actually think about it, playing cards were kind of expensive before printing technology because you'd have to make each one individually.
Yeah. Okay.
Which this is
Probably. Oops, sorry.
I was like, yeah, I don't think we firmly established this is pre-printing technology, pre-printing press. So, or at least there's not a pre-printing press in the Brevoy area that has been discovered and used.
Okay, so yeah, I'll spend 7 gold. 2 on dice and 5 on a deck of cards.
All right. You have things to pass the time.
Yep. Yes, I can show off that game of liar's dice, and totally not use those loaded dice. Yeah.
Do you guys have anything in particular you want to take care of before moving on?
I think we pretty much took
Robin?
care of everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
All right. All right. So the next couple days pass.
Let me head to the calendar, wherever it is. There we go.
Right. So if I remember correctly, this was supposed to be a 5-day trip.
Yeah.
So the next
The stuff in
the next 3 days pass with you guys along. I think without any particular instant.
Is that 3? Yeah. So is that 3 or 4 days on the road?
You have had 3 days. You are on the 4th day.
And then decisive combat.
Well, actually,
Called it. Wait, am I still keeping track of stuff?
food.
Oh no.
No, that's part of your price is trail rations. So if you want anything more than that, but there is food that is provided to you from renting the caravan. It's part of the cost.
By the way, Hans has not changed into his noble clothes. They are traveling. Armor is more useful.
That is fair. Everyone give me perception checks for things. Snap Gibbs character sheet up to date? I think it is, yes, because it's the one I figured stuff out on. Combat skill. I think his perception's that low. Let me go open up his regular sheet.
Keep clicking on the wrong. There we go.
Oh boy.
I see everything!
Wow.
Give me 1 second. I'm double checking something. I need to move the placement of his.
Jeez, and it didn't even take aspect of the hawk today.
Ooh.
Oh wait, yes I did,
So
but I
that's
didn't cast it.
actually another...
There we go. Yeah, that's what I thought.
There we go.
All right. Okay, Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear the sounds of off in the sound of a distance what sounds like a very, very large boar.
I snap my head in that direction. I say, "There's a boar.
It is in the direction that you are heading in.
There's a boar right in front of us." I'm gonna call out to the carriage drivers and say, "Stop! Stop!"
Hmm.
And I turn to Hans and say, "We should go take care of it."
You can also
Alright,
hear
let's
the
go take a
sounds
look.
that they are moving directly towards you, rapidly.
Oh no! Turn off the road. So it sounds like they're right in front of us, and it's a group of them, and they're coming towards us.
You got a 30 and you crit it. It sounds like
Oh, okay.
It sounds like there are two massively like bigger, like these boars, because they sound like boars, the sound that you're hearing is boar, but they are bigger than any boar you have ever heard of before. They are at least the size of the carriages that you are riding in.
Oh no!
Yeah, Hans is going to lean out the window and call to the driver. Yeah.
All right.
Get us off to the side. See if you can signal the others. There's something coming at us from up ahead.
Imogen is going to jump out. She's going to grab Brevoy, and she's going to start trying to signal to the rest of them to get off the road.
If you want to do that, you're going to have to give me an acrobatics check because the thing is still moving.
Yeah.
Okay. I can do that. Hang on, give me a second. I could Skizzles, acrobatics 4. I could totally do this. I just rolled a 20. Right?
Totally not going to roll a 1 right now.
Right? Oh, it's not a 1.
13. All right, sweet. All right, I'm just going to do it this way. All right, so
Dice.
Correct dice. All right, so you take 2 points of damage from hitting the ground and as you get off. Give me an acrobatics check or athletics for Brevoy, whichever one is better. Why are these? No, you guys are not that size. Brevoy lands with absolutely 0 problems.
I've got a dancing bear. Okay, hang on. I need to put my HP someplace.
1 second. Here, I will. All right, I'm going to move you to the combat mat.
Woo! Oh, there I am. Oh, that's right. I can edit my token. Let's see.
Jeez. Hans is going to load his pistol while she's doing that.
All right. So,
okay, so I took 2 damage, you said, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
All right. Hans, what skill are you using to communicate to the driver that this is indeed and absolutely necessary to have this happen?
All right, well, let's see. It's diplomacy, because that's kind of the standard talking skill, but an argument could also be made for intimidate, because I'm trying to communicate how urgent this is.
All right, yep, either one of those sounds fine. Just
good thing they're both 7s.
I'm glad Hans believed me.
Hey.
okay. All right. You manage to actually communicate not only to your driver, but you yell with enough power and vigor that you seem to be able to convince the drivers of the 2 carriages that are directly above and behind you. So they actually managed to pull off the road.
Oh, good. That means Lady what's her face is off the road. Imogen is going to try to ride up and catch up with the front caravan and try and signal to them to get off the road as well.
As you do, you see these 2 ginormous boars rushing down the pathway towards you.
Oh, geez. Okay, Imogen is going to, as she's trying to signal to the other one, she's going to take out her bow and draw it and try to take a pot shot at one of them.
Okay. All right. So give me. So everyone's gonna get initiative checks. And you guys get you guys and the people who you signal to get surprise rounds.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Initiative is not very high.
There we go. Caravan guard.
Good, I have selected myself.
Character sheet. Initiative.
Just, but okay.
Did that auto add it? It didn't. Okay. All right. So there's that.
Ugh.
Oof.
Hans, you have 0.3.
Hooray!
Oh my gosh, I can't zoom out far enough. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me right now?
Not really.
Ugh. Okay, that's where I am. It's just being stupid. How far away is this? Got 110. Now I can't. Oh my gosh, I can't even see the text from this distance.
Okay, cool. There we go.
Okay, what the actual heck?
Oh, Napkip. Napkip has initiative. Oh, this is Napkip's. You guys are level 4 now, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, well, this is essentially going to be a plus.
80
I don't think its
feet.
initiative changed at all.
No, I can't shoot at this distance. I'm gonna have to move up a bit first. Although Borvo can use his turn to run.
This is a correct. These are correct facts that you have just stated.
These are true facts.
These are true facts.
Although I can't actually tell how far it is away because the measurement tool doesn't give me big enough to text to actually read it.
That is impressive.
What, that the measurement tool doesn't give me enough text size to actually read it?
You gotta zoom in a bit. Are you on Borvo right now?
Yes, I jumped on him and I jumped off the caravan and jumped onto him.
Nearest boar is 195 feet away from you, and as a matter of fact, so is the farther one.
How
Odd.
can you tell?
Yeah, got the measurement tool. I brought it up as far as I could, and then I used my scroll key on my mouse.
Well, you have a mouse.
Actually measure the range. Hooray!
So I have to move up like 70 feet.
Yeah.
Borvo's speed is 40. He can handle that. Especially if it takes a run action.
I mean, your bow has a range of what again?
110.
I mean, you could.
So you could
Yes,
shoot
you could
them.
shoot
It's
them.
just
you
yeah.
just have a -2 range penalty.
Yeah, it's not
All right,
bad,
this
but
is our first combat in like 3 months. So let's see if we remember how combat works.
I do remember that boars are scurry, though.
What?
Oh yeah, you were knocked unconscious by the last one.
I was. There's a lot at stake right now.
All right, so okay, so you guys managed to warn the guards, these guards who are immediately near you. So they are alert and aware of the problem as they see the guys coming, the boars coming towards them. So the guy who looks like who's in charge, he's going to go first. So he's going to direct his horse to move forward. So he's going to move. So his horse is going to. All right, so he and his horse are going to move forward. Oh, I forgot that it doesn't automatically tell you the movement space. That's annoying. All right, so he's going to move forward to there. I miss Roll20. I miss map tools already.
Oh, I forgot. Combat music.
All right, and then he's going to take out his bow for his action. And then the caravan guards, they're going to do the same thing, except they're taking out crossbows. That's about 50 feet. All right, then it's Hans's turn.
Okay. All right, so yeah, Hans is going to. First off, he's going to connect here. All right, so 30, 60. Okay, yeah. Hans is going to run, I think. So that's 4 times?
I believe so, unless you have the run feat.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9,
Yep, 4
12,
times.
13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And that was my first diagonal, so.
All right.
I did mention that he was loading his gun as Borvo, so.
Yep, that's fine.
I do already have it.
All right, so then Imogen goes. Oh, I forgot to take Napkip's turn. Oops. We'll just say Napkip has. All right, so Napkip goes after Hans. And he is also going to. He's going to run, so I guess he'd just be right behind you because he was beside you. So that makes sense, and that's easy. All right, so Imogen and Borvo, it's your turn.
Okay. Borvo is going to move forward. So we're... Oh, shoot. Frick. There we go. Okay. So, select tool. There we go. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Okay. I have to move Borvo back individually. I don't have control over Borvo, I just realized.
You should. Let me take a look at it. Borvo? Edit.
Well, I can just assume that he's underneath me
there you
for
go.
now.
You should be able to control it now.
Yay. Okay, Brevoy. Right over there. Okay. So then Imogen should be able to take pot shot at the boar to the left. Well, she's going to pick the one at the left. So she's going to roll a d20 plus 10.
Here, I'll mark them as red boar and blue boar.
Okay. All right. She's going to attack red boar then.
Okay.
Yeah. 15.
15 does not hit.
Okay. I guess that's my turn then.
Just 1 second. And all right. Cool. Well, they managed to shout, so these guys see what's going on, so they'll be able to act, and the rear guard will be seeing that something's happening, so he's coming up as well. So Sir Francis, he's going to take he's going to pull back and shoot with his bow with the thing. Okay, so that hits. Sweet.
For
7 points of damage.
nice.
So that was.
Is that the
He's
one?
shooting at the blue one
Alright.
because it's straight in front of him. So that would be. All right, so the arrow funks into the extremely large boar. Then the caravan guards are going to go. All right, so I'm just going to do the guy in the back first. So he's going to spend his entire turn having his horse run up. Also, let's just, for the sake of easiness, I'm just going to, with using Roll20, I'm just going to say that whatever the measurement tool says it is to move there, that's how much movement it takes.
Okay.
Just to make our lives that much easier.
Okay.
Yes, they do have run. So they can move 250 feet. I'm going to do this. Cool.
Okay.
So he runs. He has his horse run all the way up there. And he's going to pull out his crossbow. And he is going to take a shot at the boar. Oh, and he gets a 20.
Jeez.
He does not confirm the crit, though. So he does 7 points of damage to the blue boar as well.
Okay, cool.
All right. And then the rest of these guys are going to. Crossbows have ridiculously long range, don't they? I should check that up ahead of time. Crossbow. Crossbow.
I had Entangle. I should have cast that first.
I mean, are they within range?
It's 400 feet, so yes.
Okay.
Combat equipment. Equipment. Heavy crossbow. Heavy crossbow. Heavy crossbow. Heavy crossbow. 120 feet. So. Yes. Okay. So all the caravan guards are going to take shots at the boars. The boars.
Okay.
The boars.
Boars.
All right. So I'm gonna do this in waves. So
Okay.
so 2 of them are firing at blue. The first one hits, and that could be a crit because he got a 19. He then rolled a 3, so it's not a crit. So he just have 1 normal hit right now. What am I doing? I'm not used to the new system. Bum. Here we go. There we go. All right, so attacks. So the next guy gets a 14 with his crossbow attack. So only 1 more hit on blue. Or wait, no, he does 8 more damage to it. All right, and then the other three guys are going to all shoot at the red guy. So he gets a 7. He gets an 11. The last one gets a 21 and does 9 damage to him. All right. It is then Hans's turn.
All right, Hans is going to move up twice.
Okay.
As much as possible, actually. Over there. Okay. That is my turn. So now it's... Look at that.
Napkip.
It's Napkip's turn.
Yay!
Napkip moves beside you.
Ah, okay. Oh, no.
All right. Let me just look something up real quick.
This has the potential to be very bad.
Oh boy.
All right. So this guy is going to just charging in a he turns sidewards as if he's aiming for something, but this thing is in front of him first.
I know exactly what he's aiming at. Shoot.
And he is going...
Caleb, I knew this was going to happen!
And he is going to... NPC, oh, there we go. All right, and he is going to attack... Is that the one? There we go. All right, so he... Oh boy. All right. So he slams into this cart, turning it and sending it flying, like just.
Ooh.
He, yeah, slams into it and it's just gonna. It's actually going to roll, taking the horses and everything with it. I'm gonna give this guy a chance to try and dodge out of the way. Let's give him a ride check. He does not. So he and his horse just get wabammed and slammed into this tree here.
Ugh.
There's a good chance he is dead.
Oh.
That is the end of that boar's turn, though. This one is going to charge forward.
Oh no!
And he's gonna slam into this one. Doom. Oh, and he crits.
No!
Oh no! He just ghetto crits. Sorry, I misread that. He does deal 21 points of damage to the wagon, though. So, which causes it. So he bashes through the horses, just decimating them, and then he catches into the thing, and he sends it flipping upwards and backwards towards Imogen.
Reflex save.
Yeah. You can give me a ride. Actually, give me a ride check.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds to check what my ride
It
is.
should be pretty high.
I figured it would be. Yeah, my ride is 9.
Flip vertically? No.
Good.
Oh.
All right. So you manage to dodge enough that you get to move one square backwards, but
Backwards.
out of the.
But it's on wheels.
Well, no. So it comes like crashing down like right in front of you, and some of the wood and splinters comes flying up towards you and Borvo.
Deflect check.
So you. Ooh. All right. So fortunately, Borvo takes the brunt of them. So Borvo takes 6 points of damage from the splinters and everything, just like ramming into him. You take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay.
And
this is.
I need to actually look at Borvo's friggin'
This is now just
HP.
difficult terrain.
Okay.
Okay.
36-14.
As it is. Well, yeah. It is up. I can't get the image to do it properly, but it is basically flipped over on its back.
Right. Okay, so how much does Borvo take?
Borvo took 6.
Okay.
And you took 2.
All right.
Yeah.
Hang on, I have to move Borvo out of the way really
fine.
quick.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right. So I guess it's my turn.
It is. That would be correct. Yes.
All right. Shoot. Let's see, entangles a 40-foot radius. So I would be able to get both of them, but I'd probably get that horsey man there in it as well.
Decisions.
I think he has. Well, my theory is that they're heading towards the royal caravan. So I think I'm gonna see if I can strategically place it so that they'll run into it.
Okay.
Because they're boars. They're not. They're gonna just run straight towards their target. So I want to place I'm gonna place an entangle spell, like here-ish. How do I do this?
Okay, so I go to
like around this area.
draw
But
shape.
can it be like
it's how big?
It's 40-foot radius.
Hold shift to snap to grid, control C to undo.
Because the rest of the guys have crossbows, right?
Yes. All right. Here we go.
Yeah, so they shouldn't need to. They shouldn't need to move too much
all right. So
either.
where are you centering this again?
I want to center it on the front boar because the back boar is probably going to run to where.
All right. So
he
that space
is,
right there.
I think so. If that's going to overtake too many of the people here, then I might scooch it back just a little.
How big of a thing is it?
It's a 40-foot radius.
So that is 8 squares. Or.
Yeah, I'm gonna scoot that back a bit.
All right. You have to tell me where.
Okay. So it's 8 squares. So it's gonna be that much. I'm gonna put it right here, I think. Hold on. Freaking, like right here, I think.
All right. So the center point. Yeah. Center point is.
Yeah, about
Okay.
there.
Let's try this then. All right. So then. All right. So then. 40 feet would be there, and 40 feet would be there.
I'm mostly just trying to make it so that they can't charge anymore.
I think that's right. Aha! It is right. All right, there you go. That's what it would look like.
Okay. I know this makes life difficult for you, Hans, but it's just if they're charging, I don't want them to be doing that.
All right. Remind me how Entangle works again.
Hang on, I have it written down. Give me 2 seconds. Spells. Entangle. The spell causes tall grass, weeds, and other plants to wrap around creatures. Saving throw reflex partial. See text. Spell resistance no. Entangled creatures can attempt to break free as a move action, making a strength or escape artist check. The DC for this check is equal to the DC of the spell. The entire area of effect is considered difficult terrain while the effect lasts.
Creatures that fail a save gain. Okay, so. Those that enter the area.
And the duration is 1 minute per level of Druid. I have 2 levels in Druid, so it's 2 minutes.
All right. So, what's your saving throw DC for a level 2 spell?
Hang on. I'm sorry. Oh, it's actually a level 1 spell.
All right, so a level 1 spell.
Yeah, shoot. I'm sorry. I don't have this written down. I have to look it up real quick.
DC is 10.
Druid Pathfinder.
Is 10 plus.
10 plus the spell level plus your spellcasting stat.
That's correct.
What's spellcasting stat? Is that just my caster
That'd be
level?
wisdom. What's your wisdom?
Okay. Ooh, I have a high wisdom. I think I have a high wisdom. I could be wrong. Give me 2 seconds.
11 plus your wisdom modifier.
Plus 2 is my wisdom modifier.
So it's a DC 13.
13?
Okay, yeah.
All right, time for the
right,
DC.
So 13. All right, so I'm going to
write that down.
I'm going to do the boar, so that's a reflex save. All right, so blue boar is not entangled. Red boar is entangled.
Yes!
I'm going to use wavy lines for entanglement.
Yay!
Entangled.
Okay. Make a roll for Napcap, which is actually pretty good.
Good.
He's got a +5 to this, I think. He gets an 8.
Sweet.
Wait, no. Do you mean like an 8 total, or rolled an 8
he gets
plus
an 8
5?
total, is what I mean.
Oh,
Never mind.
Sorry.
Right, so then the horses get theirs, which I didn't make things for them, so I'll just roll that with my old dice here. So they have +5 to their reflexes. All right, so that horse isn't entangled. That horse isn't entangled. That horse isn't entangled. So none of the horses are entangled.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
I'm going to say that these guys are high. That these guys, since they are riding horses,
Wouldn't have to.
like
maybe. Okay.
that makes sense to me. All right, so that's what's going on right now.
Yeah, because they're not touching the ground. That makes sense. Okay.
So, quick question.
Yep.
What?
Entangled effect. The character is ensnared. Being entangled impedes movement, but does not entirely prevent it unless the bonds are anchored to an immobile object or tethered by an opposing force. Would an immobile object be considered, say, the ground?
I would think.
How
kind of.
I believe the way we, if I remember correctly, we've been saying that. Yes, if I remember correctly. How we were doing this before?
Does the ground count as an unattended object?
Actually,
move into the. Okay.
No, Caleb, it doesn't. The answer is no.
Character is ensnared, being entangled improves movement, but doesn't. But does not entirely prevent it unless the bonds are anchored to a movable object or tethered to a force. Entangled creature moves at half its speed, cannot charge, and takes minus 1 on all attack rolls, -4.
Yeah, I think we had it that they weren't moving unless they made the save.
And it counts as difficult terrain then.
Right.
Yeah.
Creatures that make the save can move normally, but those that remain in the area must save again at the end of your turn. All right, so everything at the end of your turn has to make a save if it's still in there. So, Robin, remember at the end of your turn is where when things have to make saves again.
Okay. Hang on.
All right. So while that is happening, Sir Francis is going to have his mount charge in, which was not entangled, so he's fine, and he is going to charge. He's going to switch from his bow to his lance. So he's going to just drop his bow and straight up pick up his lance.
Very nice.
And charge the thing with his lance.
The thing.
Charge the thing, the giant boar that's in front of him. And if it's anything like
Yes.
the last time I charged a boar while on the back of a horse in an RPG with a lance, I should one-shot it.
Good.
I've told you
Things are huge.
I've
also,
told you guys that story, right?
Yes, it's amazing. Let's hope. Are we getting
let's
a repeat?
hope it applies to huge ones.
All right, so lance. 13 versus the boar's AC, which is... What am I doing? Guys, what am I doing?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I'm not putting their AC on their token is what they're doing, so I can easily check it, because I'm crazy. It is
Scandalous.
scandalous. It should be scandalized. Robin, are you scandalized yet?
I don't know. Caleb, am I?
Alright. He does not hit.
Ah, shoot.
Alright. Caravan Guard. Alright, the Caravan Guards. This guy's just dead. I'm just gonna say he's been dead. He's been impaled. He's been crushed to death.
He's
The
been
guy
deaded.
directly in front, he's gonna throw his crossbow to the ground and pull out his sword and try and slash at him.
Okay.
He does not hit.
This does not look good. Okay, good. I was hoping you would do that. Whew.
Let's just move over there. All right. So then all of these guys are going to open fire on the boar that is directly in front of them.
Good. Myrtleization.
Still getting used to this. The roll 20 thing.
Yeah.
I admit.
It's a little counterintuitive in some areas.
Alright, so attacks. Alright, so heavy crossbow. That's a miss. That's a botch, actually. Oh, that's a botch.
No, no, no.
Oh wow, this is going.
No.
Alright, let me go get the botch table. Alright,
How long does that last?
so the boar gets to...
Minute per level. Okay. Ooh, that was not even caster level. It's just level. Awesome.
So it gets to make...
Caleb, do you know how many turns in a minute?
The Titan boar botched its combat maneuver bonus check, so...
Yay! I mean, yes, yay, yay, yes.
So...
10 rounds in a minute.
Okay. So 20 rounds.
So
okay.
then next guard crits, but he does not confirm the crit. So he deals 5 points of damage. So he'll deal 5 points of damage. And then the next two...
Yeah.
One of them hits. So he takes a total... So red boar takes a total of 10 damage.
Nice.
I'm just going to throw this down so that... There we go.
Well then.
So the way I'm assuming this works is at the end of my turn on turn 20, it will dissipate.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is all of the caravan guards. They have all fired. Thwink, thwink. Hans, it's your turn.
Alright, Hans is going to attempt to break free. No. Then...
Break free is a move action, if I remember correctly. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can still attack if you can.
-4, minus another... It's at a -6 right now.
Well, you hit touch, so just give it a shot.
I think I only hit touch in first range.
That is correct.
All right. Well, you might as well just try, because otherwise you're just sitting around. Unless you... I guess you could do a double move and try to break free again.
Uh-huh.
Quick, decide!
I think I will, actually. That time I get it. Okay. And, well, nuts. Hang on. Let's
'Cause
'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause 'Cause Okay. I can do a 5-foot step though,
Yes.
because both of those moves were not actually moving. Okay, I'm good, and I don't have to
Alright,
resave.
it is Napkip's turn. He gets to make either. He's not making a strength check. All right, so he gets to make an escape artist check.
Well, I mean, does he have escape
Yeah,
artist?
he can make a escaped artist or
Well-
strength. So if he's not doing strength, he would do
No,
escape
but-
artist.
They're actually both +0, so I guess he's gonna.
Oh,
Just pick one then.
Pretty much. Ooh, he gets exactly 13.
sweet. So he can now
Yay!
move.
Napkip is going to be Napkip. Napkip's going to
good.
charge the thing. All right.
All right. Good. Bad. Okay.
Distracted if you can, Napkip. I don't think you can,
Uh,
because I think these things might have some kind of enchantment on them or something.
All right, now so he just charges. All right, so just lets him move and make the attack. All right, so he's going to make an attack. Let me bring up Napkip's thing. I'm pretty sure Napkip's thing is all good.
Yeah.
Napkip rolled a 2.
No. Well, at least it's not a botch.
Napkip is unable to pierce the hide of the beast. All right, it is the Titan Boar's turns.
Don't get out. Don't get out. Don't get out. Don't get out.
Well, all right, so I'm gonna go for red first.
Did he take his +2 for charging?
Uh,
I know I'm reaching here, but
Oh, well, my 15 didn't hit, so I don't think a 14
they
would
have an
hit
AC of
either.
17. So, all right, so red board's gonna attempt to escape first.
Don't get out. 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 Don't do it. You want to stay right there. You want to stay in the comfy tangles.
Right,
You want to stay
so
there. You want to stay right there.
All right, he's just gonna make an escape. He's going to make a strength check.
Don't get out. Don't get out. Don't get out. Don't get out.
What's his
Don't get
bonus to
out.
strength? It is ginormous. Five. Oh. No, that can't be right. 15. Okay. He gets a 16.
Dang it.
All right. All right. So he can't charge though while he's in the thing. Correct? We've determined this.
I think so, because it's difficult terrain, right? Or no? Well, Napkip charged.
Creatures that 10 creatures can attempt the area is considered difficult terrain. Oh, it is considered difficult terrain. Could Napkip have actually done that? No, Napkip could not have charged.
Okay, no. He missed anyway.
He did. So Napkip was here. So Napkip can move 1, 2, 3. So Napkip moves towards them.
Okay.
It is difficult terrain, but I don't think difficult terrain stops a charge, does it? Can you charge in difficult terrain? I hate this system sometimes. All right, there we go. Got that out. All right, you can. Yeah, you can charge. You can charge in difficult terrain though. It was being entangled that stops you from being able to charge.
Okay. Which makes sense because when you're entangled, you can't move anyway.
Right. So what's his movement? His movement is 40 feet. All right. So he's going to move over here and just continue to trample. He's going to walk through and trample and smash the stuff that's underfoot. Oh wait, no, he can only move 40 feet. So he can only move. Where was he? He was here. He was there. So he can only move 20 feet.
Yeah.
Cool. So he gets his little toesies out.
Okay. But he's still in it, so he could possibly get
This is
entangled
true.
again.
This guy, however, is not entangled, but it is still difficult terrain. So he can move a total of 40 feet. So he's going to do so and straight up charge the horse of this guy.
Caleb, if you're saying something, I can't hear you.
Do either of the boars take attacks of opportunity?
They should if they move past anyone who could do so.
Oh yeah, so Mr. Horsey Man here, he had his sword out.
So I'll take care of.
With the lance and the guy with the sword. Yeah.
Take care of that in a second. Uh, 19 to AC of the horse. Horses have an AC of 11. Okay, so that hits. How much? Okay, yeah, the horse is just straight up dead. Dead horse.
Okay.
He just straight up gores it, and it's dead. As he deals 36 points of damage to it. Okay. So that is the boar's turn. It is Imogen's turn.
Okay, at this point, I think...
Entangled. Napkip needs to make every creature that ends within the entangled area has to make a new reflex
at the
save.
end of her turn.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so this is the start of turn 1. Okay.
I believe you can...
Imogen is going to yell at the cab driver that is driving. I'm assuming this is the ladies.
Yes, that's why I made it look different.
Caravan. Yeah. She's gonna turn to the cab driver and say, "Turn the other way. Go as fast as you can." And she's gonna take another pot shot at the red boar. She's gonna like move herself in like here, kind of in between them. Gotta move Imogen there too. Okay. Come on. Okay, I think that hits.
Yes, they have an AC of 17.
Okay, so. Okay. So. Offense. +3. Okay. Okay, 9 damage.
All right, 9 damage on red boar. He is looking more beat up than blue boar. All right, then everything that is still inside there has to make saves or become entangled, correct? All right, so
yes.
I will start with the red boar. So it's still a reflex save.
Yeah.
That's what it was last time. So, okay.
Yes.
All right. So red boar makes it. Blue boar makes it.
Darn it. I'm not a good druid, guys.
Napkip gets entangled.
I'm the worst druid.
And horse does not get entangled. Horse's rider, however.
I thought we no.
No, the guy, Sir Francis, because he fell because his horse is dead, so he's on the ground now.
Right.
There we go. Ooh. He does not make it, so he's also entangled.
I'm the worst druid, guys.
Oh no.
Oh, that one guy got an attack of opportunity against the blue boar with his sword.
Yes.
Oh, he may have critted.
Oh.
He critted.
Yay!
You roll the dice twice. Do you add the strength twice with a crit? I forget.
I would think.
I forget how critical hits work in this system.
You're the DM.
I think it's just a static multiplier
That's
of the
what I
original damage.
Thought.
Yeah. So the way you've been ruling it has been roll the weapon damage as many times as there is a multiplier.
Critical hit. We make an attack roll and then 20.
Yeah, but for each weapon attack, you would still add the strength that number of times, correct?
1 second. Critical hit means you roll the damage more than once with all your usual bonuses. So, yes.
Right.
So that would be... That's a total of plus 6. So that means he does 17 damage.
Sweet.
To the
Nice.
Which would make that a 1, and then carry that, and then make this... okay. All right. Mr. Baelish is going to try and break his bonds, which he's much better at than trying to do escape artisty things. It's he does not manage to escape.
Ooh.
He's going to try again, though. He does manage to escape that time, and so he's just going to move in front of the path of the boar. And he's going to scream over his shoulder. He's going to scream over Hi, Hunter! Your spell seems to be doing more harm than good right now.
I'm a bad druid! No.
I think you can dissipate it at any time, though, if you want to.
Alright. I was just hoping it would do something this turn, but it did not.
Caravan guard. Alright, this guy... The guy who just critted, he's feeling pretty good about his life.
Is it a free action to dissipate spells? I will look it up.
Yeah, get on that. So he's going to have his horse move. Boop. And he's going to make another attack. Doo. And he may have critted again. He crits again.
Jeez.
Yay!
This guy's a badass.
I'm sensing a new temporary party. No, I'm kidding.
9 plus 6 is 15. That's against that guy. So that. All right, so I've got good news for you guys.
Oh yeah,
the
what's
boar
that?
is in fact bleeding.
Nice.
Yay!
Sure, we'll go with that.
All right.
He.
Hey, nice.
So he's actually been gone down 2 of the wound points.
Nice.
All right. The other guards can go. These two guys are going to. All right. So all this time, these ones have been trying to get away and leave, but they're old-timey carriages, so it's not like that happens fast. So they've managed to get to there. Because they are old-timey carriages, so trying to get your horses to move and turn is a very, very slow process.
That's why I got in front of them.
All right. So then this guy is going to switch back to his sword. He's going to switch to he's going to throw his crossbow down and pull out his longsword and attack the red boar. He misses. This guy is going to try and shoot the red boar. That should be a hit. That is a hit.
Oh, frick.
He does 10 points of damage to red boar.
Why is him hitting the boar a frick?
No, I'm dispelling a spell is a standard action.
You can't cast another one as you dispel the first one.
No.
All right, so that's what that does. All right, and then these two guys are going to take shots at blue boar.
Okay.
That guy barely misses. That guy hits.
Yes.
And he does 8 points of damage to blue boar.
All right. Good.
Oh, wait, here, let me just do this real quick. All right, Hans, it's your turn.
Okay, so my turn. I will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Puts me. Whoops, not that button. That actually puts me 20 feet from the boar. So now I will shoot it.
And 20 feet is against touch, correct?
Oh! Where'd turn order go?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that closed if I closed that.
Oh, jeez. And I will be spending a grit point to amplify the damage by my charisma modifier. Just check this real quick. Alright, so this is Alright, it's already at a +9. Sorry, I'm trying to recall everything I have here. Okay. And I'll take a -2 to my attack to increase the damage by +4. If I
Okay.
There we go.
You.
It is touch.
You
The
hit.
blue boar. Alright, so this is at a +7, 1d8. So bonus damage is +4. Charisma damage is +3. Anything else? Okay. To it.
All right. So I have good news. He is wounded.
Yay!
So just a reminder, because it has been a while, of what that means. Okay, so when a creature is wounded, it is
He has to take a check unless he dies.
He is
Or falls
staggered.
unconscious, yeah.
And
Yeah.
yes, normally you have to make a check.
Oh, is he blindingly raging?
For any action that he takes 1 point. For anything that is not total defense or moving half his move speed, he takes 1 wound point of damage. Normally you have to make a DC 10 Constitution check to stay up.
And okay, so just as Hans is skirting around the edge of the grabby grass, just takes very careful.
Grass.
Yeah, just takes very careful aim, and right through the eye.
Yeah. So the boar is still up though, but it is very. They were still unhappy before, but he's still unhappy. It's Napkip's turn. Napkip is going to desperately try and escape his bonds.
Hey, go!
Napkip escapes his bonds.
Footstep and attack, rather.
Yeah, he's gonna go all full round on him.
Can't full round. He just used a move action to escape.
He's not gonna full round him. He's gonna stab him with.
Nearly made that mistake myself. That's why I knew what happened.
He is going to stab him with his magical rapier, though. He is.
Yay!
He only rolled a 7 and he gets a 17. And fighters, though, am I right?
It's better.
So he hits exactly, and he does 5 more points of damage to the boar.
No, the reason people think fighters are boring is because they don't actually bother making them correctly.
1 second. We'll back this conversation.
Okay.
It's like the thing about fighters is you can make them pretty much with whatever style or weapon you want.
Right.
Something really cool, like a Pirate of the Seas who uses something very specific, or someone who focuses entirely on like sniping, or someone whose objective is defense, or someone like this who just uses a crap ton of weapons.
All right. So what I'm hoping is he's got a move speed of 80. He can only move half because there's this cart thing in the way.
Oh, the red guy.
He has to stop at me, I believe.
The best way I've heard described is a very good way to tell how good an edition of D&D is how much fun is it to play a fighter.
Well, yeah, honestly, I think it depends a lot on the person playing it, because that's just kind of a stereotype of fighters in general.
Yes, but fighter is usually the most base of the classes, so it's a good way of determining like how much fun the system itself is. So they're the.
If you have a fun fighting style, most likely you can pull it off.
Like nap kit.
Yeah. Well, the yes. Fighters take a lot of work to figure out though, because you have to work with their peculiarities. It's also you have to look the fights the 3.5, the feats, and how you have to look through all the feats to figure out what the feats are that you want to get. To most people, is not a fun time of a thing to do.
Yeah, no. Yeah, trying to go through feats is easily my least favorite part of any role-playing game, really.
Yeah, which is why they I was gonna say they kind of don't exist in 5th edition. You can choose to get feats instead of ability level ups. So they're actually really cool and really powerful things that super change how your character plays, but you don't automatically get feats anymore.
Neat.
All right, this turn could make or break Imogen right now.
So Titan Boar Blue. Sorry, I just thought of Super Saiyan Blue. So the Titan Boar. He's been super stabbed by the same guy twice. So he's gonna try and hit him.
Ooh.
He's gonna try and gore him. So that almost certainly hits. AC.
Yeah.
So they have an AC of 19, and he gets exactly 19. Oh wait, no. Oh no, he only gets. Oh, okay. So he hits exactly. Yeah. So the Titan Boar Blue, his eyes go red, and he looks as though he is in a rage now. So he hits exactly.
It's a barbarian boar.
And he deals 19 points of damage.
Eh.
And he takes some damage. At least he takes some damage himself.
To this guy who has.
Well, he's a.
Who is now wounded. I said 19 points of damage, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so. All right, he's still up. He's just. Yeah.
Not happy.
Actually, he's not even wounded yet. He is bleeding as he has giant gashes up his leg now from being tusked, thinged. Yeah,
Gored.
that. Oh, am I that evil? I'm that
You might
evil.
be. Just keep in mind that he takes two attacks of opportunity if he does that.
He takes one because the other guy has a ranged weapon out.
Ugh.
40. Ooh, it's exactly within distance. Boop. Even though he has to go through difficult terrain, he's gonna charge. And try and overrun Borvo and Imogen.
Reflex
so,
then.
Yes. So before we get to that, I'm gonna have this guy do his attack of opportunity because he's got his sword out. He hits with it. Where's my D8? He does 7 points of damage to Red Boy. All right. So overrunning. I pulled this up. Here we go. Okay. So as a standard action, taken as part of your move or part of a charge, so he is charging, you can attempt to overrun your target, moving through its space. You can only overrun an opponent who is no more than one size category larger than you. You're smaller than him. If you do not have improved overrun or similarly power, you take an attack of opportunity, which he does. If your overrun attempt fails, you stop in the space directly in front of the opponent or the nearest open space in front of the creature if there are other creatures occupying that space. When you attempt to overrun a target, if you can choose to avoid it, the target does not avoid you and make combat maneuver. When you attempt to overrun a target, if it can choose to avoid you, are you standing in front of him, or are you going to dodge out of the way?
What happens if I stand in front of him?
If the target does not avoid you, you make a combat maneuver check as normal. If the maneuver is successful, you move through the target space. If your target exceeds your CMD by 5 or more, you move through the target space and the target is knocked prone. If the target has more than 2 legs, it gets +2 to the combat maneuver, to the DC of the attack roll.
Borvo does.
He has 4, so he gets, he gets +4 to not being overrun.
Okay, so that's
That
CMD,
is correct.
correct?
So he's going to make a CMB attack against your CMD.
I don't.
Oh, he does have improved overrun. Never mind. He does not take an attack of opportunity.
Oh, Caleb, what do I want to do here? Oh gosh.
It's entirely up to you. Do you want to stand your ground as the last line of defense, or do you want to take, or would you rather take your chances, considering?
Mm. Oh, I don't. What's Borvo's combat maneuver defense? Base attack bonuses 3 attacks. Oh wait, that's not 15. That's 19.
This is true.
Oh.
Dude,
I'm gonna stand my ground.
Okay.
CMD is 19.
He slams through you. And he definitely gets more than 5. So you and Borvo are knocked prone underneath him. And he manages to make a charge against the carriage. Okay. Okay, so fortunately, as you see, the caravan is different and armored, and because Imogen was standing in the way of him, he did not manage to go as fast as he wanted to because he had to still plow you aside, which slowed him down just enough that it appears as though he slams into this thing and it topples onto its side.
Okay.
Being thrown?
What'd you say?
Being thrown, or is it?
I still haven't heard what you said, Caleb.
No, I'm sorry. I was looking
okay.
at something else.
What's up? Is it just my turn?
It's
sorry,
not important.
I am back. It isn't. Okay, so yeah, so you guys are prone and underneath it.
Oof.
Okay.
And
I'm guessing I can't stand up underneath him.
You would have to crawl out first. Let's do that. That'll mean that it's prone.
Hang on, I just want to look to see, because I believe Borvo is equipped with a riding saddle. Yes.
All right. So what does that mean?
It says if the rider is knocked unconscious while in a riding saddle, he's 50% chance to stay in the saddle. I don't think that means knock prone. Okay. I just wanted to check to make sure, because I didn't know if it was like flavored like it was a tether that hooked you in or something.
Sure. We'll go with that. So I'll roll some percentile dice, and you have a 50% chance to still be in the saddle.
Okay.
No, you are not. You are knocked free.
Okay.
So you,
all
you
right,
and Borvo are both prone. I'm gonna say you are in that square, and Borvo's in that square.
Okay. I'm guessing in order to crawl out and stand up, it's gonna be like a double move, right?
No, that just be. I mean, it's essentially a 5-foot move, so I'd say it's only one move.
All right. Borvo is gonna move first. He's gonna 5-foot crawl, and 5-foot crawl, and he's going to stand up, and then he's going to try to bite the boar.
I don't even quite sure how you actually knock a bear prone. I mean, I feel like he basically just rolls to his side at that point and kind of gets up as a single move action.
Did I take any damage from that?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that would be kind of OP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's how I will do this. I will see if he hits you with any of his hooves when he charged over you guys. But it's not as powerful as his normal attacks. So. All right, so it did hit Borvo. It did hit you. All right, so Borvo takes 12 points of damage. You take also 12 points of damage as you get kicked by the thing as it overruns you, as it runs over top of you.
Okay. Okay, so Borvo is going to take 5-foot step over there and move and stand up, and then he's going to bite him. So that's a 1d20 plus 4.
He barely misses.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Imogen is going to take a 5-foot step stand. Does standing up invoke?
I
just realized.
In this edition, yes, it does.
Okay, fine. So instead of that, then Borvo is going to move to.
You're basically gonna both.
He's going
you
to
guys
crawl.
Are both gonna
yeah,
both
I'm basically
move
gonna
away.
Yeah, and then stand up.
All right. So everything that is inside of this thing has to make checks to see if they are entangled. First with the Titan boar. Oh, blue boar fails. He's entangled.
Nice.
He crit failed that actually. Hero Boy's horse is also entangled.
Well, he's probably gonna myrtleize the boar
knight
anyway.
Is not entangled. And Napkip is not entangled.
Good.
Full round.
All right, so then Sir Baelish is going to go.
Now I remember why that sounds familiar. Okay, continue.
All right, so he's gonna longsword him again. He hits.
Yay!
For damage.
12 points of damage.
Yes.
Lord Baelish, as the boar is being held and restrained and unable to move properly, he lifts his sword up over his head and brings it mightily down in one huge slap and cuts halfway through the boar's skull, presumably into its brain, and it dies.
Yay! Now come help me, guys!
Alright, so the caravan guard hero boy is going to try and get his horse to disentangle itself. The horse disentangles itself.
Oh, good. Okay, awesome.
I would have dispelled it, but I kind of had other things to worry about.
Alright, so it's going to move. What is horse? Horse is 50 feet? Horse is 50 feet. Cool.
Terrain as well. Does that lessen it at all?
Oh, yeah, so you can only move 25 feet. Alright. So he's almost out.
It's like ruining everyone's fun since not.
Alright, Hans. Oh, wait, no, sorry. The
Okay,
other
yeah.
guards go. What am I doing?
The only guard. He was doing so well, I forgot the others existed.
Alright, so both of these guys are going to pull out their swords. He misses. He hits.
Good.
Okay, so that is that damage. All right, so Red Boar is bleeding officially.
Yay!
And the other two are
Yes.
going to shoot with their crossbows. That misses. That also misses.
Oh.
Okay, Hans, it's your turn.
Alright, so hang on just a second. Alright, I'm going to 5-foot step over here. Use my move action to reload, standard action to open fire. I'm going to spend both of my grit points to make this a touch attack and one to add my charisma to the damage.
Okay. Where'd you move to? Just here?
I'm 35 feet out. That's why I need to use the
okay.
one grit point. Alright, so officially this is an attack made at +6. Anymore. I think that's fine.
Unofficially, it's also at +6. Did you roll? I didn't see it. If you did.
That's because I have the wrong die up.
Okay, so you hit.
I had the D8 from damage still up.
9 points of damage. All right, it thumps into his rear. All right, Napkip is going to try and get out of this situation that he is in. All right, so fortunately he can get right to the edge with his first movement. So he has 34 feet of movement.
That's over difficult terrain, though, since...
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. If he can...
Okay.
If he can hit all... If there's a...
I don't think there's a clear line that allows him to charge right now.
No. So he's just... I think he can So he gets here with 15 feet. This is difficult terrain, but he'd enter into that space. So
25.
yes, I think he can get right here to at least attack once. I think it's how that works. We'll go with that.
35 movement, I want to say.
I think it's 30 because he's moving into the space. Because he's moving out. Yeah, he probably only can go there. We'll say that. So he's almost there. All right.
Yeah.
So the Titan Boar. Titan Boar. What does the Titan Boar want to do? Who has? The Titan Boar is going to
trigger some attacks of opportunity.
But he's going to move up and he's going to try and smash this thing again. So he will take 2 attack of opportunity. They're +5. They are +5. So that guy hits exactly. The other guy hits. So
nice.
That is 4 and all right. So all right. So the boar moves. But he is now wounded. So the stabs to his hind legs are enough to cause him to have to stall and not be able to attack this turn. Imogen.
Oh boy.
All right. Borvo is going to 5-foot step forward and take a full round. All right. So that's let me double check his stuff. All of his attacks are +4, so I'm just going to roll 3. The first one will be the bite. I'm just going to roll 3d20 and make them the 3 attacks. Oh, good lord.
Oh.
Nope. All right.
So all of those miss.
Yeah, and then Imogen is going to take another crack at him with her bow.
That hits.
Yay!
Yay! 8 damage.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's it.
Oh, so the people who are still inside here have to make rolls again.
I know I'm making things difficult, but it's just there's just.
All right, Sir Francis is entangled again, and here.
I'm sorry,
and Hero Boy's
I
horse
can't.
is entangled again. So Sir Francis is going to spend his turn trying to escape. His first attempt is not successful.
Aw.
No, it is not successful. His second attempt is successful, though. Hero Boy's horse is successful at breaking free. And then
Nice.
and then that'll be 10 feet. Sweet. He has just enough movement to whatever, to continue to be Hero Boy.
You made the square bigger.
I think I accidentally moved it down. 1 is what actually happened.
Okay.
Anyway, Hero Boy does Hero Boy things. Hero Boy is unsuccessful at doing Hero Boy things.
No.
That's right when it matters.
All right.
Well, we have all these other people ready to step into those shoes.
I mean, he's still, like, sliced and diced. That last guy.
Oh, no, he's still done the best.
These guys are going to go. They're going to miss.
Yeah, as is appropriate, he is leading this charge.
All Right. No. No. Okay, so they all miss.
Okay. Okay then. Yeah, Hans is going
Yeah.
to.
He did not make an attack, but the board just kind of did like a nice little like instead of slamming into the thing
frick.
with his tusk, he just kind of like knocked it so it rocked slightly. You can hear screaming from inside.
Okay, Hans is going to 5-foot step and try this again.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got nothing else. I think that hits.
Yes, it does. Is that a crit? Okay. I know some of the guns crit on 19s, don't they?
Them do. The pistol, I believe, does not. It does not.
I know some of them do though, so that's why I was asking.
Yeah. All right, 5 more damage.
Okay. All right. Napkip is going to go. Napkip
Oh,
moves forward.
good.
Napkip's going to try and stabinate him.
Hey!
Napkip had to move more than 5 feet though, so.
It's unfortunate.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's better.
He does 5 damage.
Yay!
Oh no, he does 6 because he's got flanking bonus.
Oh yeah, he does, doesn't he? From
With Brevoy.
Okay. Okay. So Napkip climbs off of the wreckage of the wagon here. Climbs up, sees the boar, jumps up with his rapier held high. Gets on top of the boar and stabs directly through its rib cage to presumably where its heart would be. And it falls down dead. All right. Real quick, everyone, give me perception checks.
Hang on.
All right. Let me actually make sure I roll my D20, not my D8
That
here.
does make a difference. Apparently not, actually, but
Not much of a difference, but
all right. Imogen, you think you can also
Yes.
can hear some hooves in the distance.
There's more coming. We have to go back.
Go back where? We're in the middle of the country. We're halfway between 2 cities. There's nowhere to go.
You suggest we keep going towards them?
At this point, this guy makes the Sir Francis, who has obviously been in charge of the protection. He's quickly barks orders and he goes, "If there are more coming, then we should make a line here. Troops, reorganize yourself.
Could we construct a barricade with some of the wreckage or something?
Not with how far off you think whatever's coming is coming.
All right.
All right, Hans.
Imogen's gonna jump back on Borvo's back. Is
Yeah.
there anybody that Imogen can see that needs help medically?
Well, there were people in here who are, some of them sound like they're still alive and crying out in pain. Actually, in all three of these things.
Okay.
Go.
Like,
Yeah.
are
Go.
they? I'm gonna go towards the people that are in the trampled ones first, because these guys down here were just knocked over.
If
Like,
you
these
if
people
you
down here were just knocked over,
yes,
right?
that's how it appears to be.
And plus, they're behind the wreckage, or behind the line that they're making. These people are out in the
You
open.
dispelled your entangle.
Yes, I dispelled
Okay,
it.
so
Fine.
you dispel
Okay.
the entangle. Well, I thought you may want to keep it up because things are charging towards.
That's. I was thinking that too, but there's people
so what
here.
do you want to do?
Fine. I guess I'll keep it up. Maybe these guys are out of the way of the road, but I was thinking I could stabilize them.
So you hear the knight who's wearing the better armor and obviously in charge bark to the guy you know as Hero Boy, and he goes, "Rance, go check on her ladyship immediately." And he scuttles over to see what's going on with the wagon over here.
Going up to over here, take up position lying prone in the wreckage. Taking some cover.
All right.
I want to at least I have stabilize as a cantrip or orison.
All right. So this one up here, this was just the standard traveling one. This one was you guys's. This one was the one of the merchants, and this one also belonged to the merchants. So there were only two people inside of this one. It appears to be yep, it appears
This
to
one?
be two people. There is an old woman and a young man. Both of them look extremely hurt.
They're orisons, so I can stabilize both of them. If they're not
definitely
stable.
not stable.
Okay,
Right.
I can stabilize
also give
both
me
of them.
heal checks. So the young man obviously has ribs poking through.
I have stabilize as a spell. Give me a second. Okay.
Die. This is to see how well a job you do at getting them back up.
Well, I'm saying stabilize is a spell. It's not a heal check.
I'm still making you do a heal check.
Old woman. Young man.
Good. I think he needed that one.
All right. All right. So you have managed to get them. They are definitely well enough that they could be moved out of the wreckage without causing them to start dying again.
Okay, good. I'm gonna try and
All right,
escort them behind the
Hans
line.
and Imogen, give me perception checks again.
Roger.
All right, both of you recognize that the hoofbeats that you hear do not sound like they belong to animals of the size category of the boars, and in fact, Caleb, you are pretty sure that they are horses. You would guess maybe like about half a dozen moving towards you.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So they might not be hostile then, but we can't be sure.
Hans is going to mention that.
Yeah, so don't shoot at them right away, but
He's going to call from in the rubble that there are approximately 6 horses, probably
Alright,
with
how
people
exactly
on
do
them.
you call that out?
Yeah. Uh, judging from how much noise there is and how much, and I would say there's about half a dozen horses coming this way, possibly with riders.
Sir Baelish, tilts his head and he goes, goes, "Aye, son, that sounds correct. As, as well. Hopefully they're friendly." He
And
calls
if they're
back,
not,
"Keep your weapons up just in case. We don't know who's coming or what happened here."
yeah, Imogen keeps
I
her
do
bow
have my.
drawn
Oh
as
right,
she
I'm down here.
escorts the two towards behind the lines.
Yeah. Hans meanwhile is like buried in wreckage. Is like, I do have my wet. Oh right, you can't see. I'm down here.
After Imogen escorts the two, she's going to attempt to
So
help
all
the
right, so the
people
guy
in
in
this
here
one.
calls out for that he needs that he needs a hand. He
Which one?
this guy, the guy who's helping her ladyship, he calls
Thank you.
out he goes he calls out "I need a hand over here. Her ladyship's arm appears to be broken broken um
Imogen says to Hans, "You go. I can handle this."
Yeah, sure.
and her maid
Okay.
appears to be unconscious.
Right. Okay. Yeah, Hans runs over then.
Imogen will come over once she's done here. She's gonna check on the people in here and stabilize and basically do the same thing.
Okay. So we have one unconscious. Yeah, we have one unconscious person and one person with a.
Yeah, her arm is definitely not bent the way that an arm is supposed to. Even with that, you can see that she is actually trying to get the unconscious older woman out first. One-handed trying to
Easy. Yeah.
hand up and
Yourself more. I'll take care of it.
So she's like, "Here, help." I forget what I named her maid off the top of my head. Thing.
Oh, is this the same
It is,
maid
in
that you
fact.
saw?
So she is her arm is definitely hurt, but she's holding her up just enough so that you and Harold, as you now know him, can pull her out.
Okay. All right. So quick. Okay. Right now we're just trying to pull them out. I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to do a heal check to see sort of damage this is. I imagine I can't do anything to actually stabilize her right now, just because we're actively doing something.
You can give me a heal check afterwards. So give me an athletics check just to see how quickly it takes you to get you guys are able to pull them out.
Okay. What is athletics?
The second
Is
skill.
there athletics in this version? It's strength based.
Okay.
Oh, it's not in this one. Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it in this version?
I think it's
Resistant.
it's just
15
acrobatics.
strength.
There is two of them. It's acrobatics and oops, sorry. Hit my phone with my book. I mean, not my phone, my microphone.
Acrobatics, praise, bluff, check, defense, just escape artist, fly, handles, heal, intimidate.
There was a. It could just be strength. I mean, just go home on strength.
Yeah, it just made a strength check.
Just, acrobatics, I guess. is the thing.
22.
Oh. Wow.
Better at that.
Wait, I thought you got a 15.
Check. Acrobatics has a
sorry,
plus
it'd just be
7.
a strength check.
15.
So it's 17, you said? Yeah, you're able to get them out in a timely fashion and without seemingly causing any extra damage.
Cool. Right, all right. Yeah, Hans is going to then make a heal check on the maid, since that seemed
right.
fairly important.
Right.
Just to see what's wrong with her. 14.
She has a pretty hard gash on her head.
Ooh, that might be okay.
Okay, Imogen's gonna stabilize and do a heal check on these people in here, and then she's gonna head towards the.
So actually, the people in here, while they didn't get seem pretty bad too, as well as this was actually one of the merchant ones, so it had quite a bit of itemry in it. It appears to be a father with his 3 sons, and all of them are unconscious and look pretty heavily wounded.
All right, stabilize, and I guess I'm making 4 heal checks. Father, son number 1, son number 2, son number 3.
All right,
son number 4.
All right.
Wait, how many sons are there?
I'm sorry, never mind.
Yes,
then that last one. I'm
fortunately,
sorry.
the bad
You
one
said
is
3.
the one that doesn't matter. So you
that
you
one
managed
doesn't
to get them all
exist.
stabilized enough so you can move them out of the wreckage without causing any further damage.
Okay, I tell them to go behind the line as well,
they're
and
unconscious,
then
but you can drag them out.
Okay, I move them all behind the line.
Right.
One by one. That's the.
Yeah, and then I make my way.
Presumably, you're doing that. You're doing that as I'm faffing about with the carriage.
Yeah, and then after that's done, Imogen's gonna go over and do the same thing with the maid.
All right. So while you're doing that, Harold has quickly thrown together a sling for her ladyship.
All right, have you got this over here?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, Tim. I'm speaking directly at you. Sorry.
Everyone's stable. I moved them behind the line. What? Who needs
Let's go
help
support
here?
the front.
What?
Yeah. Wait. Everyone stabilize. Yeah. The maid seems pretty badly hurt.
I'm gonna cast stabilize on her just in case. I don't know how badly hurt she is, but I want to cast stabilize on her just to be safe, and then I'll make another heal check on her.
Yeah.
Ugh. Well, it's better than the 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, you managed to quickly take care of her. All right. So you guys, so you're heading back to the front line now, then?
Yeah.
Well.
So
I'm gonna write up here.
It might be best if you were carried her to some place where you can hide, like maybe behind some of the foliage around here. Yeah, Hans is going to move over here then.
Imogen looks incredulously at you.
Harold assumed that you were talking to him, so he basically like looks at her and he goes, do I have your permission to help you, my lady? Like awkwardly, and she goes yes. So he gives her a shoulder to lean on, and they start hobbling off in the direction of the woods. All right. So as you guys get back to the front, you can see
which way they're going.
This direction. Not yet.
Okay.
Um,
Hans is going to keep half an eye on that.
yeah. As soon
on
as she
that
starts
spot.
to walk, you hear her go, ah, and you hear it related that she thinks it looks like she also sprained her ankle.
Ugh.
I turn to Hans and I say, once we're certain that there's no danger, we can help them further.
Meanwhile,
Right now, everyone's stable and no one's death is imminent.
it's not death I'm necessarily worried about.
All right. So as you guys get back to the front, you can see 5 horses.
Yeah. No, you know what?
Riding
Yeah,
towards
Hans,
you.
Yeah.
One of whom
is going to take care. No, Hans is going to go take care of that.
There does they do appear to be, from the way that they're glinting off in the distance, it does appear that they are wearing metal armor, and one of them is holding a standard. If you guys want to give me perception checks, you can try and make it out sooner rather than later.
21.
Ooh, okay. Hans, also give me a knowledge nobility roll.
Like, I can
Nice.
probably describe it to him if I can see it and he can't.
Oh, good. I suck at these.
All right. From what you can see, and Imogen, it appears to be it appears to be white and silver, and you see what appears to be 2 serpentine-like figures, one of whom has a sword in their mouth and the other one has something coming out of theirs.
I relay this information to Hans, who seems to have buggered off.
The frick? White and silver?
Sorry, I meant gold and silver. Gold and white. Gold and white.
It's like a sheer white shield.
Hans, you recognize this
frick?
you get enough of a description that you think it's supposed to be a description of House Rogarvia's sigil.
All right. Hey.
Are they friend or foe?
No idea. Be very cautious.
Imogen keeps her bow drawn. She
Sir Baelish
doesn't like
looks at you
this.
and he goes, "Who is it?"
They bear the standard of House Rogarvia.
Actually, Imogen's gonna move over here because they're moving off in this direction. So she's gonna be more towards that side.
Give me a minute. Going to want to get back to the front now, but yeah, no. First, he's going to. Yeah, first he's going to ask. Who's he going to ask? Shoot. No, he's going to ask Harold. Do you think you can get her up on your horse? And you might need to make speed. Just stay out of sight until we can just find out what all this is.
How is Harold going to respond to that? Harold is taking a look. His leg is completely torn up, and she has a thing in an ankle. And it being the Middle Ages, she would also have to ride side saddle.
It would be better than walking on a twisted, broken ankle.
So he looks like he looks concerned that they may be able to do that. You feel a pat at on your at about waist height.
Yes.
Napip goes, "You want me to keep you safe or keep them safe?" You seem concerned.
You keep them. Yeah. Getting all sorts of bad ideas in his head.
You want me to
You know what? Yes, you.
keep them safe?
For
Okay.
now.
Now keep them safe.
That's yeah.
They both look slightly nonplussed at the idea of a kobold coming with them.
He is the one that took down the
but
boar.
he's also a kobold. If anything, that might make them more scared of him.
Dang it, I knew this was a bad idea.
Harold kind of gives you a look like, are you sure we can trust him?
Hans has a one hand over
Does
his
Imogen
face.
hear any of
You know
this?
what?
Imogen has
Okay.
an insane perception. Yes, Imogen hears this.
You know what?
Imogen,
Yes.
Imogen
Yeah.
gives a very pointed glare in that direction
He's like,
at the
Yeah.
idea that Napkip is not trustworthy.
yeah, it's like, trust me, I have spent months with this guy, and he has saved my life multiple times. I have tasked him with protecting you. He won't let me down. So, and plus, it's might be able to do something about these people if they're hostile, and then then me trying to pick her ladyship up. So I'm going to go take care. I'm going to see if I can take care of this.
All right,
And he
just
leaves.
give me a quick diplomacy check on your way out.
Expecting this to work well. It's like,
All right. Also, 2 minutes have passed. So
picking the lesser of several evils here. So it's like,
Was that you got a 9?
Yeah. You got a 9, Caleb?
yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Hello?
they look uncertain, and it seems as though that they have stopped because the idea of they don't know you guys so well. So if they don't know you, how are they supposed to trust this thing? And maybe you're all part of the plan, and it looks very uncertain. But you don't. If you turn back to look at all of this, they seem to be trapped in fear of now going off.
Oh, for crying out! Napkip, never mind. Come on.
Okay. Napkip's very confused at the situation. All right. So this.
Imogen is still glaring angrily in that direction.
So at this point, at about this distance, the 6 riders arrive.
Yeah, Hans is
The guy in the center looks like he is wearing the best of the armor. It's a dark iron make. He quickly surveys the situation, and he pulls his helmet off. His face is rather gaunt looking, with short black hair. And he looks and he goes. He takes a look at the situation. And he goes. And at you guys, and he Goes, "Ah, I see you've somewhat managed to handle this situation. Tell me, is her ladyship alive and safe?"
What the? All right. Yeah, restrained. No, yeah, yeah. Who's he talking to? I can't really.
Probably towards it appears towards the group, but in particular, probably Sir Baelish.
In that case, he can answer
Um,
it.
Imogen still has her bow drawn and she has an arrow ready.
Sir Baelish looks a little bit not like he looks pretty much like things are okay, but it's just a tense situation. So he goes, "Yes, who are you? Do I?" He goes, "Sir Baelish, it's me, Sir Gravance. Right, personal knight to her queenship. We heard that there were troubles out on these roads, particularly fierce monsters, and her ladyship, knowing, wanting for Lady Lebeda's safety, sent us out to make sure that there was nothing that could happen to her. We had heard rumors of these large beasts in this countryside. We want to make sure that no danger betook her."
Imogen's eyes narrow at this.
Sense motive.
Yeah, sense motive on that right the heck now.
All right, give me, Robin, give me a sense motive check.
Hang on, give me a second. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm sorry. My tabs went crazy for a second.
That's fine. All right. Caleb.
Yeah, it's like, do I know they're lying or do I suspect they're lying? What is? It's just either way. It's just.
I mean, from everything you heard, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with what they said. Imogen, you are far less trusting of this situation. Just something about this guy and what he's saying is making the hair on the back of your neck tingle, and you're not sure he's telling the whole truth here.
Yeah, so...
What do you know?
He's ignoring you. He goes, "Seeing as your numbers were depleted, and Sir Baelish, I suggest that we try and recollect this caravan and get it away as quickly as possible, as to make sure that nothing else untoward would happen."
Imogen shoots a very pointed stare at Baelish.
Yeah. Here, I'll throw. Here, let me. I'll throw.
Yeah,
as
a
in
token for. Did I not make a character? I thought I made the character for this. Did I not? The 1 second. I'll go get some artwork real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, Imogen is going to like shoot a look at Baelish and like shake her head, be like, "No, this isn't something's not right."
That'll work. All right. So
What?
I just found artwork for the one guy.
Good. Okay.
and Imogen wants to suggest to Hans that he go and be with the lady and what's his face, because this is looking shady.
Well,
Like
Hans is going to. Hans wants to speak to this guy.
So at the same that's not what I meant to do.
He's got a goatee. All the shady ones have goatees.
Joel looks at self in mirror and at his goatee.
I see no discrepancies here. I see nothing wrong with what I have just said.
Frozen? What am I? Am I missing something?
What? Joel brought up an image of
There he is.
some
Okay.
cravats, yeah, and I said, goatees. Shady ones have goatees.
So at the same time, the man directly to the left, your right, his left of Sir Gravats, takes his helmet off. He has a very, very convey face look to his face, very gaunt. His eyes are very sunken. And he speaks out and he goes, yes, we work directly for Her Majesty. You wouldn't want to, and denying Sir Gravat's orders is as good as denying the Queen and therefore the King himself. Are you really going to do such a thing?
Yeah.
We have the King Imogen turns to Hans and says,
going to...
we have her here. She can answer for herself.
Yeah, Hans is going to move forward. Excuse me. What exactly is the meaning of this?
The meaning of this, Sir Gravats states up, is Her Ladyship's safety, of course.
It's super suspicious that they show up directly after a border check. In the middle of the countryside.
You'll pardon me, of course. Hans brushes aside a little bit to make sure that his crest is actually showing. I'm a bit interested in particulars. Last time I checked, we didn't have a queen yet. Ship was still courting suitors. I'm trying to make sure he sees that I'm allied with House Orlovsky,
the other guy, at least next to him, under who I have revealed to be Sir POTUS, even though you don't know that, Sir Pouts. He goes.
Sir Pouts.
He goes. We are, of course. 1 second. What is her actual name? Let me go look that up.
Anna Libeda? Or are we talking about someone else?
Someone else. I need to go look up a name real quick.
Oh, her. Yeah.
Her name is off the top of my head.
Oh, this one.
Something to do with Sertova.
Here we go. Natala.
Natala. Yeah, Natala.
We are, of course, referring to Her Ladyship Natala, who is acting as Queen Regent in the lack of an actual fulfillment of that position.
Ah, I see.
Yes. It is true. It is good fortune that we managed to find you so quickly that apparently...
Around carrying the wrong banner.
Almost suspicious, if you ask me,
Oh,
she murmurs to Hans.
That's my bad. I got their last names and houses confused. They have the proper Sotova.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay, they have the Gondorian.
They have the blue and black background with the silver ship and the 7 stars. I'm sorry, that was my bad.
Okay.
No,
so it's not
Regarvia. It is the
okay.
Sotovian thing.
In that case, I am most definitely yeah.
That was my bad.
My
I got confused with who was claiming who. Yes.
No one just happens upon a caravan where it's just after a boar frickin' attack.
Yes, it is quite unfortunate that we could not get here sooner. We may have been able to prevent most
unfortunate.
Of this.
I imagine Imogen's doing the thing where she thinks she's whispering, but actually everyone can hear her.
Do you want to make an actual stealth check to see how well you're whispering?
I could try. I don't think I'm gonna do well.
I want to see how not well you're
try.
doing, so I can gauge people's reaction off of that.
Nat 20. No. Nope. Okay.
This is a recreation of us discussing the politics in the tavern.
Yeah. I'm not good at whispering.
Hi, Hunter, or not. If you continue to speak in such way, I will... he says, making a very aggressive point at Imogen. I will take this as a direct displacement on both mine and Sir Gravat's honor. We have been entrusted. We have been. Why did I scroll past what her? We have been instructed by Lady Sotova herself to make sure that Lady Eleba returns safely. If you continue to get in our way, then we will have no choice but to assume that you either consider us unhonorable enough to perform this task or something else.
Sounds very much like a threat.
Peace, High Hunter. You are not a diplomat here.
Oh yes, you are right. And she flicks her hand at Hans and goes to inspect the boar's body. I want to detect magic on the body of the boar.
All right. You do not detect anything magical about the boar.
All right.
Can I do like a heal check on it
Yeah,
to see if there's anything suspicious about it aside from the fact that it's
heal
been
or knowledge
torn
nature.
apart? Okay, let me double check which one's higher. Okay, my heal check is higher, so I'm going to use that.
You do not find anything on this board to confirm your suspicions of anything untoward happening.
Imogen is still super spish.
All right. Hans and Imogen, you guys could either give me a knowledge nobility or a knowledge nature roll. To know more about the boars.
Knowledge
Okay,
nature for me.
Nothing.
Oh,
Those
good
things are complete
lord.
mysteries to me.
Imogen. These boars do not
Yes.
appear to be. Okay, I have to be very careful how I phrase this. A naturally occurring species. You have never heard of something of any boar, even a dire boar, getting this big through any natural means. And some of the other things that you find and see on it would lead you to believe that these boars were particularly bred to be this way.
Okay, I have an idea. Okay. Of course, we shall be grateful for the extra security. I shall go and retrieve her from her safe hiding place. Perhaps if you would be so good as to right her carriage, which was misplaced, that would be most appreciated.
Imogen,
You are fresh and currently stronger than we are in our state after that battle, so if you could assist these men here with doing that, that would be most grateful, and I'm sure it would be in line with your duties, and her ladyship herself would be grateful as well.
Imogen's
Give
going to
me a
walk with
diplomacy
you
check, Caleb.
as you go to as you
That's
retrieve.
going to... boy.
Woo!
All right. You could feel a calm enter into this situation, and Sir Potus speaks. Of course, that is more than reasonable. As he makes a thing for the non-flag bearing two guys who are with them to move over. We will of course perform this.
Oh, Imogen is going to motion to Napkip and Borvo to follow them as well. She doesn't want them to be left alone with these people.
Actually, Hans is going to whisper to Imogen, "Don't speak. Go and sabotage our carriage."
What?
I said don't speak. We need to make... We will be with... If our carriage is sabotaged, we'll need another ride. Therefore, we can...
All right. Caleb, give me a stealth check.
Ah, boy.
To have this not be noticed.
Dang it. I was hoping I got far enough away, but okay.
I mean, you do have situation bonuses to this, so. All right. Okay. Right.
All right. This is our carriage here, right?
Here, yeah. That is your carriage.
Okay, so Imogen is going to walk over behind the carriage, and I could do this one of two ways. One of which requires stealth, and the other one requires a bit of acting. Let me see which one I want to. Let's see. That would be a bluff, I think, right? So that's +3. Stealth is +3 also, so I could do either or. Although I think one would be more likely.
Napkip gives you a look like, let me handle this. So Napkip has stealth of plus. He has a 10 in stealth right now, I think. 9.
Okay.
And he has knowledge engineering +5.
Oh, so he can really break this thing.
Napkip is like over there with you, and you don't even see what he does, but he then looks like you're looking at him, and he just kind of he's just standing there next to the carriage, not doing anything suspicious as far as you can tell, which is surprising to you with how good your perception is. And he just kind of gives you a look and a nod, like whatever you wanted to happen has happened.
Okay. I trust him. I'm gonna go try to catch up with Hans.
Yeah.
Uh,
Far away are we from these guys now?
At least a couple 100 feet. Yeah, you managed to find the two of them hiding behind a small rock formation or a small hill.
So wait, just for some clarification. So these people are allied with the current stand-in queen.
The current stand, yes, with the current, yes, specifically
That's
with
super
her.
spish. I'm sorry, that's super spish. And
She is the
who's
sister of the current Lord Regent.
That's super spish. That's super spish. I'm sorry, that's really suspicious. Okay, so as we're walking, when we're a far enough distance away, I'm going to tell him what I know about the boars being not natural to this area or any area really. They would have had to have been bred that way.
Caleb, give me another knowledge nobility check with +2.
Yeah.
Is that with your +2? Is the +3 with your +2?
And
Okay.
then +2. I have a +1 in my...
Something about that, like, triggers something in your head, but you can't quite remember it. Like, you're... Like, something somehow
The
connected
whole thing.
with, like, noble houses and something, and...
Look, the whole thing stinks of a political scheme, but we don't really have the proof to actually assume that right now.
We can still be cautious. I don't trust these people
I'm
near
trying
this woman.
to be.
I mean, if we could ride with the lady in her carriage, that would be ideal.
Yes, it would. It's not likely to happen, but it would be ideal. I can...
Well, the other carriage in the back is already rented by someone, and the people that got their carriages destroyed will need to ride in there, and you're a higher noble house than they are, so...
A fat lot of good that'll do me. I'm from the one that's currently unhappy with the regime. Our best bet is that we helped defend her and her soldiers from the boar, and we helped heal them.
Yes, of course.
And thus we will want to be kept as close as possible, and with 2 working carriages, we're going to be a lot closer than not. That's the best I can do right now.
Wait,
there are
the lady
ways...
still has wounds. I could request to ride with them so that I might treat her while we're on the road.
That would be good. But she would have... The big problem in all of this is that she would have to be on board with it.
Well, we have a moment in the woods here. Something seems fishy here, and I think she's smart enough to realize that too.
We'll see what we can do.
Alright, I'm not going to make Robin roll to try and check this, because... I said I'm not going to make you roll to try and track them down, because your thing is insane.
Oh. Okay, to check. Okay.
Oh, to track them. Okay, yeah. Trapper is +7, and survival is +8. So it's not totally insane, but it's pretty good.
Yeah. So anyway,
I could take it. I could take a 10.
Find them. I'm not gonna.
Okay. Yeah. Boy.
As
Yeah.
okay.
I have to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Whoop. We're stopping. I guess we're waiting then.
Oh. There we go.
So have you been able to see
We
Black
went and saw
Panther
it
yet?
2 days ago.
Very good, very good. What'd you think? As someone who hasn't seen it yet, specifically.
Meh. It was fine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've heard things ranging from fine to good, so...
I mean, in my opinion, it's just it's a Marvel movie that doesn't do anything special. So, you know how, like, usually most of them had figured out at this point that they kind of have to mix them with, like, another genre to kind of keep things fresh? There's nothing really fresh about this.
Yeah.
It's just kind of...
Okay.
Yeah. The one joke that I did go to Hannah, though, was I went, Black Panther, the movie that shows why... Oh, what did I call it? I forget what I actually said, but I said why kingships are always a bad idea.
Back. All right.
So yeah. Okay. Hans is going to try to speak with them. They are soldiers.
Okay, so you guys come around the corner. The guy you know as Harold looks like he is pretty badly beat up, like a lot worse than you originally thought.
Oh bugger.
Imogen's going to go to him.
Yeah, Hans dashes over to look around.
Let me finish. So you come around, you see where they are hiding behind a small a small hillock, and it appears though that you have surprised them, because immediately the lady picks up Harold's sword, which is lying beside him, even with her one arm thing, and pulls it up. Looks like she's getting ready to try and do something. He looks like he's going to try and get something, and then they see it's you, and they kind of relax.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Imogen lifts up her helm so that her face is visible.
His armor is not that nice, but I found an image where I was like, that looks good for this guy.
Okay.
All right. They are soldiers bearing the crest of House Sertova, apparently sent to guard your ladyship from monsters at the behest of Lady Natala herself.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Something doesn't smell right about the current standing queen doing this suspicious activity towards a prospective queen. This doesn't seem right.
I forget. Did they say that she had requested for it, or did they say that the queen was the only one who requested for it?
The queen had. She
got it.
Still looks suspicious. I mean, you guys are just random travelers who are with her.
Yeah.
She has not.
Here, Imogen's gonna go over to Harold, like ignoring her ladyship for a second because
Look.
he looks really bad, and she's gonna
Alright.
do heal checks on him.
Give me them heal checks.
Well, just one because it's his, but yeah.
All right. Yeah, it just looks like the gore really, really messed up his leg, and he was running on adrenaline, and was ignoring it, and then all of a sudden that adrenaline kind of started to wear off, and now he's feeling the full pain of his leg. It looks like it's actually probably has some microfractures. What we would know as microfractures in it would be your guess.
Okay, I can do like basic first aid and stuff, right, to like make sure it doesn't get infected or anything,
you do that as part
right?
of that heal check too. So, if you want, while this conversation is happening, you can start working on making a splint for it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Look. Did harm? Yeah. If we wanted harm to come to you, we could have very easily done so during the attack or after the attack or right now or whatever. But and the question, yeah. Furthermore, my allegiance, Hans will motion to his crest. Ski. Right now, this situation screams of political machinations, and I'm not a big fan. Also, furthermore, what are your options besides go with the very scary people who you've only just met back to the convoy with all of your soldiers?
Imogen looks at Hans like, wow, what?
All right. Give me a diplomacy check.
He's not being his most eloquent, unfortunately. He's to say for now. Shoot. Oh, sweet.
Oh, there it is. All right.
Bluntness was what needed.
She takes a moment, takes a breath, puts the sword down, and she looks like she's like, you have put her at ease, and she's just thinking of how she wants to deal with this situation. And she's taking takes a few deep breaths, and she goes,
yeah. Please forgive my bluntness, but in situations like this, sometimes pretty words are not our entrance.
She goes, well, what you're saying is entirely possible. She looks like she's in a lot of pain from her arm and ankle. She goes, the truth is that how many of them were there? All right.
6.
She goes, there were 5. There were 5.
6. How many were there?
She goes, all right.
5.
She goes, if you are on our side as you claim to be, she goes,
pause. Yeah, pause. I'm not taking sides here. I just don't like the idea of. I just really dislike political machinations, and if there is one going on, I'd like to prevent it, especially considering this one's a potential assassination.
And that's different from being on my side. How?
Because there's a very real possibility that in a few months our houses will be at war.
But right now,
because he's a noble stick.
Right now,
exactly.
Yes, I will concede right now.
So if that's true, then you and your compatriots, she says, seeming to look for the correct word, she goes.
Imogen waves
she
her
goes,
hand.
along with my uh what's his name?
As I don't think about it too hard. As I said, I hate. As I said,
goes,
like most of my house, I'm not
Sir
fond of
Baelish
these.
and his direct underlings, we outnumber them. Therefore, they are unlikely to try anything else, even if what you're saying is true, of a possibility of something happening. They are
After Imogen is done patching up Harold, she's going to turn to Libetta, and she's going to examine her briefly before asking, "May I help, milady?"
Yes, that would be lovely. And in fact, she goes,
And she's
introductions. I am Lady Elena of House Libetta. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Imogen is going to cast Cure Light on her.
Does anybody?
And
does
she's
anybody
going
respond to her desire for introductions?
No, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to. I just wanted to cast the spell first. Imogen will say, "My name is Imogen, High Huntress of Aristil."
Yeah, Hans stands up, and well, no, he was always standing. What am I saying? He bows. Hans Gunsch of House Orlovsky.
Napkip goes, Napkip. he goes, of the sharp things and good at stabbing. Since everyone else apparently has fancy titles now. It is a pleasure to get to know. To meet you. I believe unless we want to give them cause to take action or worry, we should head back.
Should I roll for Cure Light?
Just to see how well it goes off.
Okay, hang on one second. Okay, so that's 1d8 caster level. Okay, it's 1d8 plus 2.
All right,
sweet,
cool. Are you focusing on her arm or her ankle?
Probably her ankle, so that she can
shake
walk.
It out and goes, "Thank you. That is much better."
And is there anything else that I can do for her arm, or does it look pretty well taken care of for now?
It looks like it looks pretty broken. She goes, if one of you wouldn't mind supporting Harold, thanks to you, High Huntress, I should be able to make it back on my own.
Imogen nods.
All right.
Well, now Harold can ride because his leg is beat up.
Yeah. Hopefully that worry is all for nothing. Hopefully this worry is all for nothing, and laughing at my own silliness as I travel further north. But just so long as you're being cautious.
Yes. All right. Let us return then.
Yes.
So you guys make your way back. They have managed to get the 3 carriages up and righted.
Oh, by the way, as we walk back, Imogen's going to introduce the lady to Borvo and say, "Do not worry, he is fully tame."
I would trust that nothing less were true of a high huntress's companion.
Borvo looks kind of proud at that.
So you guys make it back to where it is. As I said, the 3 things have been righted, though it appears that one of them is must have been damaged while they tried to rapidly turn around.
Oh my! Oh dear! No.
So it seems like you are down underneath 2
now
carriages, which kind of works though because these 2 horses had their legs broken. So
Ooh. I turned to Napkip and looked kind of like
no. These 2, the 2 who got knocked over on their side. These 2 horses. These horses are fine. The carriage is not fine. So they have taken the horses from here and placed it onto to here.
Right. So we need to carry
Hans thinks to himself, that actually worked out really well.
Yeah, so now we have however many carriages needing to carry 6 extra people.
Yes.
Not including
well, you
us.
have so the other 2 take a look, and it goes, your ladyship, you are well. That is so good to see.
For the record, for the record information, I don't know if she preferred to travel anywhere, but I would have preferred the 3 of us travel in front of her.
She seems to make no fuss about that. She very quickly seems to interrupt.
Okay.
And she goes, "Yes, Sir Gravantus, I am fine. No thanks to you or your escorts. But it is a shame that you were not here in time to protect me. I am really disheartened as your skill of a rider that you could not arrive here in time, as I have been informed was your duty. But nothing. My guards and my new
Imogen is trying really hard not to smile.
than enough to ensure my safety, and it will be wonderful to have you to continue to aid them in Detta. Now that you have arrived and asserted that I am safe, as is his way, Lord Sir Baelish shall continue to be to lead this operation and be in charge of our safety. I see, unfortunately, we are down quite a few carriages. Those, thanks to its size, I believe, she goes, we'll have to make do with what is here. She goes, well, I understand, High Huntress, I see that, that your bear companion is made for riding. Would you perhaps be against riding him as we continue the next leg of this journey, since we have so few seats available?
I would not be opposed to that, milady.
She goes, Harold is in no way to ride, so Sir Baelish, I assume you have no problem taking his mount. Not at all, my lady. Very well. Well, then we'll have to make do with what we have, and those who have mounts and the ability to ride them will have to be that way. Sir Gonch, would you mind riding with me as well as those who can fit inside of my caravan? Because I understand that you have some skill at healing to help those who would injured who would have to ride with us, correct?
Nuts, I knew I should have done that while I was still in there.
She doesn't know that. It appears like she's trying to, give a good reason why you should ride with her.
Okay. As a matter of fact, I do. In fact, if you give me some time, I can set that arm.
Very well. I do not wish to do any longer,
Something a bit more secure.
let us hope that these great beasts were the only ones of their kind, and we will not run into any more. She goes, then I believe you can be a help for me. Of course, she says her maid's name, which I forget off the top of my head, will ride with me, and we should allow the children to ride with us as well. A few people will have to ride on outside. Would your small friend be opposed to riding on top with the coachman?
I'm sure
Of course
Napkip
not.
would be excited at this prospect.
Of course not. He is a mighty warrior and would relish the opportunity to be first to the
Very well,
defense.
Then I believe if we have that and the remainder of our those.
My guess is that Napkip was already halfway there, as I said.
Should be able to go. We will have to take. She goes, "Hi, Andres. I understand that you have some need of healing. So as soon as you say that the others in our care are able to ride, then we shall begin to ride."
All right. Give me a moment. Actually, no. If we have a moment, Han. If they have a moment. Yeah, Hans asks Imogen to help him grab some wood from the carriage.
There are plenty of wood pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, he's basically going to.
Find a proper splint.
Actually, yeah, to make a splint rather than a sling. To actually hold her arm steady.
All right.
10 for that because he has a 6, and that should be enough for long-term care.
That sounds good. What are you guys going to do about the two really injured people, the old woman and the young man with the ribs poking out of his side?
Did I already do as much as I could
magic?
for them?
Probably.
Yeah. You have knowledge engineering. Could you construct some kind of a thing to keep them from moving around too much in the carriage?
Yeah, for it. Hang on.
We'll assist you. Nappia gets high enough to assist you.
Awesome. Team plus assistance.
Yeah, you think you can construct something that would keep them alive until you manage to reach. At least.
Yeah. Well, the most danger we have is from them being jostled. So if we perhaps fashion a sort of hammock that can swing about without knocking them against the carriage itself.
So you believe that you can probably get something safe enough to get them to the next carriage house.
Yeah.
And if somebody should travel with them, like someone that's awake, so that they can alert me if something is going terribly wrong.
Yeah.
I can stabilize
the other passengers will be in there.
Yeah.
The three children are riding in the noble carriage, and along with Harold and Hans and her maid. So it'll be pretty cramped, but they'll fit everybody, and then everyone else is in there. So you should be able to move the injured safe enough. So, all right.
Right. Okay.
Can I pose something real quick?
What?
Can I pose? I kind of had it in my head that when Hans was given this the task to explore the stolen lands, he sold pretty much whatever he had to get the initial money, or sold, or otherwise Didn't have a lot, but still.
Okay.
That would one of those things logically have been a signet ring?
Like you have a signet ring?
I have had one.
Sure.
Okay. And if... Yeah, because I couldn't afford one at first. I can afford one now. So it's like, if Hans was to pawn that off, would he have pawned it off? Would it make more sense to have pawned that off in the place in Orlovsky territory or down in Rostov?
For sake of convenience, why don't we say that it was in Rostov?
Yes, I have it. Sweet. In that case, Hans is going to rummage through his things real quick and put that on.
All right. So after about another hour or so of work, you guys get underway.
Yay!
All right, and we will call it here for tonight. Because it's late, and that seems like a good stopping point. So...
Oh, that was scurry.
I love hearing those things. All right. So thank you to everybody who watched this. You guys are cool. Whatever. I'm getting tired and hungry. All right. So we should be back next week, I hope, with more adventures.
Yay!
Yay! Hopefully not more
Alright.
huge category.
More Game of Thrones.
What? No. 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 No.
No.
You know what's funny? I thought that getting all the
What?
I did have some stuff planned, but I thought that you guys getting to Eagle's Watch was going to be one session instead of like 3 or 4.
Really?
I have a tendency to underestimate how long things will take. Plus we're
Such
learning
as
combat in a new we're relearning combat and doing it in a new program from the one we're used to. So that took longer than it should have.
A lot of things are
Yeah,
changing.
all right.
So
Well,
we're
hopefully you guys will get to Eagle's Watch by
Readjusting.
next week. All right. Well,
I mean,
all right. Yeah.
assuming nobody
Goodbye,
dies.
everybody.